WIIFTBPM.
WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
Jackson.
Tune in to the Maze Jackson Show every day, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 a.m. where you can catch us on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Plus, from 6:30 to 8, you can get us on WBGX 1570 a.m. That's right, it's the Maze Jackson Show, where every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. Maze said, we out of here. Peace.
The other day, I ran into a good old friend of yours, and I had to ask her, how have you been? She told me you were engaged and happy. My heart fell to the floor, I know it should have been me, but I couldn't see you with no one else, but I'll believe it when I see you standing. I thought I was invisible, no one could take my place. I still get funny feelings when I see your face. I know the love we shared was so real. In spite of all the ups and downs that we've been through, sometimes I wish I was there with you to share your world. You were my girl, I'm still in love with you. Cause obviously it wasn't meant to be. I'm so glad to see you happy. We had to go our separate ways. You found someone for you, I found someone for me. Oh, but I believe it. I see you stand. Oh, I believe it. Can I tell you how I feel? You're leaving me forever, baby. Please, baby, listen here. See, I got down on my knees and I began to beg the Lord, please don't let it be known. I love that woman. I love that woman. Can I tell you how I feel? Oh, I can't believe it. Forever, baby. Think it over. Said I gotta tell. If I don't tell, you will never know.
WIFTBPM.
Uh-oh, what's in it for the black people?
You are listening to the most dangerous show. It's What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stroger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah.
Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milk is so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milk is so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milk is so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milk is so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I am your host, Maze Jackson, on a Friday. And I'm doing my thing. In the building Friday after the Thursday. After the pate on the rooftop. Here, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. Had a couple yesterday. I think I rebounded pretty well, if I do not say so myself. But as I was sitting there having my third Stella, I said, this is why I like the 3 o'clock.
I like Stella. It's the champagne of beers.
You know what? I brought Stella to Chicago. I'm not going to say I brought Stella to Chicago, but I did make black people start drinking Stella. So I was introduced to Stella by this girl named Tamara Drake. And she said what you said. Like, because, I was like, oh, you couldn't tell me. Like, I was the Corona King.
Oh, wow. It's brewed in St. Louis.
Yeah, because it's part of Ambev now. It's like, it's part of, it's actually owned by a Brazilian company. And Stella is now part of the Budweiser family. Mm-hmm. But it's a Belgian beer.
Anheuser-Busch.
What I tell you, which is no longer owned by the Bushes. It's now owned by
It was owned by President Bush and them?
No, the Bush is Busch.
I was gonna say.
Right, it's no longer owned by them. But I used to think I was the man when do you remember, well, did you, well, I ain't gonna ask you, because you was cracking beers at like 10.
Old Milwaukee.
Oh, no. Remember the Blue Bull? Do you remember the Billy D. Williams commercials?
Maze, I have drank a lot of different cheap liquors.
Really?
The blue one, yes, with that bull on it.
Remember
yes.
the blue one, the red bull, the blue one, the Blue Bull, the red bull,
Bush,
ice.
Old Milwaukee, natural ice.
Oh God! If you was drinking natural ice, that was
311 Steel Reserve.
Oh my God, Ruthie, you drank Steel Reserve? I couldn't drink Steel Reserve.
Around alcoholics.
Steel Reserve though,
Maze.
Ruthie, that's okay. Now I ain't, you know me. I'll be like, we gonna talk about minding your business, but I might have to call. If I seen you drinking Steel Reserve, Ruthie.
The only people that used to drink that in my family though was like the real drinkers.
Clearly,
like the real.
I
drinkers.
had okay. So
the people that drink E&J is likely drinking Steel Reserve.
Okay. Jerk. Yo.
I done seen some things.
Ruthie, I'm that in Pembroke?
You know, alcohol becomes like a very normal part of everyday life if the adults around you literally just got a beer sitting next to them all the time. Like, you remember, you know them little beer holders? If you got one of them beer holders.
Like a squidgy,
Yes.
squitch?
Yes.
I always be like, why do y'all give me these? What am I going to do with this?
You keep your beer in it next to you all day. Whew. I don't even really drink like that. I had my fair share.
Dang. Okay, I'm not tripping. I mean,
Your parents ain't let you taste alcohol when you was little? No? Not like your uncles or like your big cousins and nothing like that?
We didn't really drink like that. Like, okay. I promise you, I just found out,
reunion.
But I just found out that my family drink.
Yeah, I think that's the difference.
I remember me and my cousins went to the room one day. We all was like all of us was like, man. So, like, what wound up happening was, like, all the cousins was like, all right, what time is this over? Because everybody was like, okay, we going to our room. And then we was all going to the room, and everybody was going to the parking lot out the room, and then we all ran into each other at the liquor store. We said, what you doing here?
What you doing here?
What you doing here? Are you here? Oh, well, let's get a 24. Meet me in your room, cuz.
The little unwritten rule was, if I go get it for you, you generally give me a sip. Ruthie,
how could you go get it?
Ruthie, no, like from the refrigerator. Ruthie, go get me a beer out the refrigerator, out the cooler. Well, Rudy.
Rudy?
Can I get it? Can I have
like, was that urban? Like, was it Ruthie? Did they know you Rudy?
I don't think nobody in my family called me Ruthie. They probably wouldn't even know who you was talking about if you said that.
They would call you Rudy?
Rudy.
That's your daddy call you Rudy too?
Nah, he just called me regular.
Okay, he better. I mean, because that's your daddy.
Mm-hmm.
What's your nickname? Are you the favorite kid?
Rudy Poo.
Oh.
But no, because when I could learn about wrestling and The Rock used to say Rudy, somebody used to say Rudy Poo Candy ASS. I ain't like my nickname no more.
Poot. That's Rudy Poot.
The one
You're
that The Rock
Rudy
was
Poot.
saying?
You a Rudy Poot. Not a Rudy Poo.
I don't know, man.
T. The T is the infants. So wait. Like, no, but I feel like, what age can you give a kid? So did that make you, did you get a buzz?
I'm pretty sure I did.
So did you enjoy the beer? Eventually? Like, you didn't never be like, oh, this tastes nasty. Or just trying to be big?
I don't think I ever said this tastes nasty. So I can see how people become alcoholics. Like, if you grew up in a family where alcohol is just a normal, everyday morning, noon, and night part
What do you mean
of
morning? Like
morning, noon, and night part of life. Like, people will just crack open a beer and just be sitting next to you. Like you know how people have bottles of water next to them, be sipping them? Uh-huh. I grew up with people who used to drink beer like that. Beer, peppermint schnapps.
Can't say you've been drinking all day if you don't start in the morning, man.
Do you know people you got family like that, Riis?
Yeah.
Peppermint schnapps. What you mean? Not the Kippers.
Yes.
Not Goldschlager. Goldschlager. Now I mess with. I used to when the Goldschlager had the flakes, the gold flakes in it. Oh, you couldn't tell me nothing. I thought I was balling. And for $10 too.
If you got liquor cabinets, just watch your young people. That's all I say.
Yeah, for sure. I know I was that kid that put a
you
little
was sneaking
something in.
it?
Oh man, put a little something in there. You know, and then my mama started putting a little line, the little line in the bottle.
Did you ever refill it with water?
You know I did. I did.
I feel so just like, dang, do I need to be going back and checking my bottles and stuff? I be feeling like my son be looking at us like, no. I be like, every time we go to every time we go out to the restaurant, and they be like, can I get you something to drink? I be like, no beer for him. And he be like, I don't even want any. I be cracking myself up. I be like, no drinks for him. They be like, and he be like, Dad, this joke is stale. All right, speaking of that, I got some things to talk about today. We got an actually action-packed show today. We got 2 judges stopping in today. Meredith Hammer. Judge Meredith Hammer.
Hammer time.
Hammer time. And we got Attorney Maria Barlow coming in. Attorney Hammer and Attorney Barlow both running for judge. They'll be in at 8 o'clock. As I've continued, I said I'm going to open up the doors for candidates to come in. Now, I know a lot of you slated candidates are going to probably be scared. Because No, I'm just telling you.
No, you already know.
No, the slated candidates cannot come on the show because Tony Preckwinkle is like, you cannot talk to Maze Jackson. Like, I promise you, they be
I'm gonna
scared.
whoop your.
I'm be telling you what. I bet you.
You just signed a pledge.
The pledge don't say Maze Jackson, though.
Yes, it do.
Do it. I believe it. Just think about that. So they had to sign the pledge to say they not gonna talk to you. But that's okay, because you know, but this would be the funny part, right? The funny part be like when everybody see me out, they be, hey, hey. I'm gonna start being like, hey. I'm gonna do them like I'm about tired of these whole like,
You know what?
I'm tired of side. I'm tired of being side
people
chick.
side chick, and I didn't really understand what you was talking about
Until
I started like paying attention, and I don't think I have ever in my life had to deny somebody like that. Like I can't even. It is mind boggling to me, like how you can, I guess, really be worried so much about whatever that you can't even.
I'm telling you, if Tony Preckwinkle is in the room, people that I know every day that be talking to me that be like, hey, Maze, they will go to the other side of the room and be whatever. Look, we got the biggest black morning platform in the city. Think about that. Think about the gravity of who won't come. Right? Have I did anybody during the morning shows? Nope. You see who comes, though. The people who want your support, not necessarily the party support.
I think the people that come are people that realize that I can still be a part of the Democratic Party, but I can still go to my people.
Right. But the party says you can't. Mm-hmm. Think about that. Like the gravity of the party saying you can't, and then with the double down of all the extra letters, right? Now, look at the black candidates be scared. Black candidates scared to talk to a black dude. And I ain't going to talk about some of your friends, but I do like some of our friends. But I do feel like that's kind of crazy. You should really think about the fact that.
But you said, Maze, they know they can always come back to being black. That's okay. Oh my goodness.
All right, Joe. I'm just telling you. It is. I have seen it time and time again. And it's funny to me. So I just need for all the black people in Rich Township, all the black people in Bremen Township, and all of the black people in. So first of all, Thornton Township, the biggest township, they with us. But I need for y'all to pay attention to anybody black, particularly in Rich Township, that chose the other team. Like that went out of their way to disrespect the sister because of the fear. Think about the crazy part is all the white folks that's with us be like, what you mean I can't talk to my, Again, think about everybody that has run for mayor. Think about who come. Think about the white folks realize how important it is to come to talk to black people, and the black folks gotta be like, well, I'll get to Maze later.
I'll do him a favor later.
No, you're not doing me a favor. That's okay though. Can I just ask you, please, to the people in Rich Township, I want you to look at the committee. I want you to look at the palm card. I feel like should we start showing the palm cards? Should we start showing the palm cards and the names associated with the palm cards and then say, hey, guys.
Maze, from the perspective of political education, it has been pretty insightful to pay attention to palm cards, to pay attention to what races are being endorsed, like what's not being endorsed. Like all that is very, very kind of exciting and educational. So I think from an educational perspective, I think it would be helpful.
Okay. Hey man, and this pastor Chris Butler, yo, cuz, you got to stop with the sign thing, dude. Like real talk. Like I don't know who your team is, but I just feel like you know what? They gonna turn me into Black Ops Maze. Right? Then I'm gonna start, here go my thing. I haven't undermined anybody. Like, I haven't been bogus to anybody. Even if I don't like you, I've given everybody a shot.
Even though people want you to. Like, Maze, just tell me. Just tell me. Give me the go ahead.
Right. Next week, I'm giving you the go ahead next week. But I'm just telling you, like, Famo. Like, stop it. Just stop. We over here. We got one issue, one person, one thing. Ain't nobody in nobody problems. And the theftery, let me just say this. You all should be paying very close attention, because what is now, and then if you still in us, then you ain't in our race. If you still in the people that we know and you not, then you must be working with the ops. So then we should consider you the ops. Yes? Because if I ain't never said nothing to you, Riis, if I don't be talking to you, I don't mind your business, all of a sudden you start kicking my stuff. Should I consider that oppositional?
Facts.
Right? Like, fam, we ain't got nothing to do with nothing you got going on. Name none of them. All right, y'all, it's the Mace Jackson Show. Ruthie Moore. Oh, Rudy, how you doing? Hey, Rudy. And you was a little bitty too, so I bet you they was Rudy Huxtable and you was
I'm
the tipsy
still little babe.
the tipsy Rudy.
They ain't know I was tipsy.
They knew you was tipsy.
No,
they was like, watch her bump into that wall.
Because they was skunky. They was hiding Cootie Brown.
Cootie Brown. Who is Cootie Brown?
You never heard that? It's from the phrase, I think it's drunkest Cooter Brown.
Who
You
is
never
Cooter
heard
Brown?
that?
No.
It's the story about a dude who ain't want to go to the war, so he stayed drunk so he wouldn't have to go. So it's like drunker than, I believe it's Cooter Brown. But you know, black people, we got to change it up. And all my people
Ruthie
say
the
Cootie.
Cootie.
It's Cootie Brown. Y'all hiding Cootie Brown. I know somebody in the comments that heard it.
Only if they from the country. Only if they ran barefoot on rocks.
Down there hiding Cootie Brown.
The higher I heard is hiding the giraffes.
Ooh.
Booty. If you would just put it there. All right. I'm hiding the giraffes. All right.
Just say tail.
Okay, tail. No. That don't sound right. All right, y'all. That's Rudy. That's Ruthie Moore. Also in the building, my man, DJ Riis the Ruler. DJ Riis the Ruler, how you feeling today, dog?
Blessed by the best. You already know the rest. I'm tired though. My
I seen
back
you,
hurt, man. You
Your back
Riis was laid out on the floor. He closed the door.
I be stretching in the morning.
You want me to walk on your back?
Listen, I probably wouldn't even feel you walking on my back.
No.
You took a little. So
That's the purpose. Let me, because I know how to get the right.
Man, please.
I offer rescinded. Stay kinked up.
Man, I'm tired. My back hurt. Because I had to go and finish the little High Park thing, put the little, can you believe
You
it?
had to, Riis was carrying the rolls of fence bars. He was moving all the fences. He had to take the tent down.
Yeah.
You so strong, Riis.
Riis, I'm going to tell you about, there's a place though, right on Halsted. It don't look that good, but boy, it's where all the restaurant, like everybody who work at the restaurants on Randolph, like they all go to this place on Halsted. Like you will walk past it, you'd be like, what? Man, you go in there, all the chefs, all the people who work all day long, if they work a double, they'll book like a foot massage or a massage right there. It's super cheap. I'm telling you, it's no frills. I promise you it's no frills. But boy, they will be done. Man, I done came out of there with my feet. Like, they done hit my feet, and I felt like I was a new person. And bro, for like $80, if you get the $75 special, they'll get your back. They'll do you half. It'll be like half to get your feet and your back. Now I'm just telling you, it is not it's not the Taj Mahal, but we know I knew it was working. Cause one day I went in there and like there was a whole group of restaurant workers. and every chair was full of restaurant workers who would work doubles, and they like, do you know them restaurant people, the waiters and stuff on Randolph be making like $100,000 a year?
What?
As a waitress.
Like,
do you know the people
tips?
Tips?
I can see that. I can see that. As a decent tipper, I can see if everybody did that, they be racking up.
Man. All right, y'all. It's the Mace Jackson Show. I'm your host, Mace Jackson. Got my man, DJ Riis, the ruler. Let's do this. Let's take a quick break. Then we're going to come back. I'm going to hit some of these headlines. And then I want to talk about something that I'm not going to talk about, but I want to talk about. And it really is, it's a two-part thing. And we'll talk about it when we come back. It's the Mace Jackson Show.
The Mace Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Promise you gon' love Chicago. It's Mike Taylor, and we'll be live Saturday, June 18th for the Blackapalooza pop-up shops. And catch us at 5401 South Wentworth from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. We got DJs, vendors, live performances, including one by your boy. And we got food, drinks, and a bouncy house. So bring the shorties out. Security will be enforced, so let's have a good time and support black businesses. You feel me? Get your tickets on Eventbrite right now. Hey, MT.
Join us on Father's Day at the Woodlawn for our 3rd annual Juneteenth Block Party. This is an all-day event that is free to the public with activities for all ages. Our festival stage features a Father's Day tournament hosted by Leon Rogers, a community talent search hosted by Trey White, spoken word with Emerald Green, comedy show hosted by Michi, the Joke Hustler, and more. Our Kids Club features live story time, basketball drills with a surprise trainer, a Juneteenth themed paint class, and more. For VIP access, vending opportunities, and our scheduled lineup, visit us at www.thewoodlawn1200.com. Be sure to also follow us on all social media platforms at The Woodlawn 1200.
And now, traffic and weather.
Yo, who said devotion had to be sad? Yo, check this out. The Lord is my shepherd, shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restored my soul. God's gonna turn it around.
Come all the way with me.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 6:34 a.m. I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports, traffic, and weather update. In sports, the Chicago Cubs lose again to the Padres as they get swept in the series, losing yesterday 6-4. WNBA Finals Game 6 yesterday. All the marbles on the line as the Warriors will get the job done in Boston as they win 103-90. Steph Curry finally gets MVP of the finals. Let's head over to traffic now on the Kennedy. O'Hare to the Loop will be 22 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare will be 17 on the Edens. Deerfield to the Exchange, 30 minutes. Exchange to Deerfield will be 27. On the Eisenhower, 30 minutes in both directions. That's Thorndale to the Loop and back. While the Stevenson is 42 minutes. I-355 to the Dan Ryan. Outbound will be 31 minutes. The Bishop Ford, I-80 to the Dan Ryan, 32 minutes. 26 minutes to I-80. While the Dan Ryan is 16 minutes to the Loop, 12 minutes to 95th. On DuSable Drive, south will be 8 minutes and north will be 9. Today's weather is currently 73 and mostly sunny. Today will be a high of 81 with a low of 63. I'm Riis the Ruler. Happy Friday here on The Mace Jackson Show.
Simony got Simony, got doctor. Oh, got doctor to the grave, from the grave. Dear Lord, it's me again. God's gonna turn it around. I'm calling on you. You did it before. I believe that you can do it again. Somebody calling you right now, Lord. If it ain't one thing we need, somebody else needs you for another. Please, son, look and have mercy. Have mercy over our home, Lord. Have mercy. Have mercy. God's gonna turn it around.
Hey, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm not talking to her. I'm not talking to this.
Must be Friday.
It is definitely Friday. It should sound like Wednesday.
Excuse me, Mr. Jackson. In true millennial format, can you please make a big deal and an announcement about the gift that I gave you?
No, I'm going to make a big announcement about the birthday of Carrie K. Steele, President.
Happy birthday.
Hey, yesterday at the birthday, the white people tried to sing happy birthday to you. All the black people was looking like, huh? Hold on. So it was like, I ain't saying happy birthday to you. Happy birthday
It sounds
to
sad, don't it?
you. Happy birthday, dear Carrie. Happy birthday to you. Look, the black people was like, oh, I know that ain't it. Remix. Somebody said remix.
That's generally how it's done. Actually, you know what? People do sing the regular one. But
Happy
if you got another group, you gonna
birthday
get it.
to. I just didn't know. Is there another line besides happy birthday? What comes after happy birthday? Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Like, I don't know the. Dun, 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 dun.
It get cut off right there.
I could do that
Did
part.
somebody do the claps with it?
Dun, 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 dun.
Nobody make it to that part.
Dun, 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 dun. Celebration. You don't know it.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Right.
That's
Dun,
all.
dun, 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 dun. Then everybody come in. Dun, 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 dun. Da, 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 da. Happy birthday, Madam President Carrie K. Steele. It is her birthday. Gemini, y'all know what the best thing y'all can do for her birthday for her? Go give her a vote. Go give her a birthday vote. Stop by. You know what I'm saying? I see y'all showing up in places. I've been getting these reports and turnouts, so I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about that a little later. All right, let me run through some of these headlines. Happy birthday, President Steele. Hey, did y'all see Carrie on the front page of the Chicago Sun-Times? She on the front page of the Chicago Sun-Times with the women of color. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me see what it say. Let me go back to the front. Look, right here on the front, it says, vote. Your vote is your power. Vote women of change, not women of color. Women of change, vote. Carrie Steele. So if you go to the Sun-Times right now, she's on the front page. Not as like the ad right there. Bing. Bing, bang, boom.
Like a paper copy, she on that too?
Nah, you know you don't do. You can't even find a paper copy. You can't get it on yours because
I ain't got the
you ain't got a
login.
subscription.
Oh, you trying to suppress my Carrie coverage?
That's all right. We don't have to. We can spread it all out. All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Trump is coming to Illinois.
Trump.
What do you read? You Riis now?
No, I could care less.
Lord have mercy.
What,
Riis,
he trying to come reverse some of the Democratic stuff?
well, you found out that 86% of Republicans in Illinois believe that Trump should be the president again.
You said that last week, and now he coming.
Man. Well, I mean, he saw the polling, and it makes a difference. It's going to make a difference. Downstate, it's probably going to change the race from Rodney Davis to Mary Miller because, you know, it's the Democratic Party is split. All right? So we're going to check that out. Trump is coming to downstate Illinois. Riis, if you take off today, we know what's up, Joe. We already know. But Riis, whatever you do, do not wear the cowboy hat and Blacks for Trump shirt.
I can't wear a red hat.
You can. But Riis, just don't wear the Blacks for Trump shirt. Okay. That's what they bring. They be like, look at this ninja. Cause you know they advertise for that. That's like a soul. You can get paid to be the black dude.
He always in the picture. Like,
he like, yeah, but you gotta say, yeah. Billy Bob Black say he don't want no problem.
Billy.
Right? And he like, my boy Trump come to town. Got a bus going down there for. No, Billy.
He finna be in Southern Illinois.
Yes, but you know Southern Illinois is 80. It's I-80. So once you get past Matson, speaking of Matson, we need the black vote. People in Madison. We need all the voters in Madison.
Y'all finna say you better say it right.
In Matteson.
Call it
Matteson. Hey, y'all, everybody do me a solid, too. Go on the Carry for Assessor page and say happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? Give us some birthday love. Don't make me come around here.
How old do you got to be not to do birthday licks no more? When does that tradition die out?
When you bigger than anybody that could, when you could beat whoever swinging at you back.
I still be getting those sometimes. Is that because I'm little?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. People just want... You probably be bullying people.
But then all they talking about, it's tradition!
Who does that? Your
My
family.
family.
Right.
And then they pinch you at the end.
I love the pinch. Pinch? Oh, I still do that.
I
get that to
good
myself.
luck and one for bad.
They do 2 pinches at the end of yours?
One for good luck, one for bad, yeah.
Ooh!
I be like, and this is for your next birthday in case I don't see you. Oh, see, that's Riis. No, Riis. See, that's the difference between the black one and the. You say in case you don't make it. The last you remember is me beating on you. No, I'll be like, just in case I don't see you on your birthday, and this is for half a year. I'll be like, so I'm gonna give you half now just in case.
He hit that man 112
right. His son only 8. He done hit him.
My son thought he was 30 when he was 5. All right, y'all. Let me run through some more of these headlines. Hey, y'all, I went to Chicago Cut yesterday.
What?
I have 2 experiences at Chicago Cut. So first of all, Ruthie. Did you know that my meeting was canceled? Ruthie.
What?
So I arrive in, I bust into the conference room.
Nobody there?
No, it was a different meeting. It was like, and it was all white people, and they was all looking like, the hell? Uh-oh. So then I went to the next room, and it was empty. So then I go and I call, and I'm like, where's the meeting? And he like, Ruthie didn't tell you?
How would I know?
I don't know. But I just know I was down there. So I was sitting down and I went to go eat. Can I tell you this story though? Because this is a weird story. So first of all, while I was there, I saw John Bolton. You know John Bolton is the former head of national security for George Bush and Donald Trump in his first days. He was having a Republican power meeting, and I really felt like they were plotting to take, like when they start the revolution or whatever, like he was plotting like how they gonna deal with Illinois and Chicago. Ooh. But that's a whole nother story. Ooh. So then, as I'm wrapping up to go, because I was mistaken, they took care of my lunch. Somebody was gonna take care of my lunch. What? But then, as I'm sitting there, to go, waiter comes up to me and says, XYZ has offered to pay for your lunch. Now, I don't know XYZ. I've heard the name, but I say, oh, wow, where is he? So he turned around, and sitting at the table with him, with the person who they said was paying for my lunch, was a person that I knew. And I thought, I've been having these really crazy, weird experiences. So I go over, and I really went over to say thank you, right? Like, hey, man, thank you for paying for my lunch, whatever. They acknowledged it. And then, I was like, hey, man, it's not too late to come get on the team, blah, 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 blah. And I could tell, and, you know how somebody is like, you remind them, again, they want to be cool, but they're working against you, right? Like, and in politics that happens. Like people that you think you're cool with, and then they prove to you that, well, not prove to you, they just got their self-interest is on the other side. Yep. And so recognizing that, I was like, they was like, well, I saw the president on TV, and You know, so it was like everybody pretty much agreed that she smacked dude around on the debate. So he proceeds to say, I was like, you know, he was like, I saw your significant other on the debate, and she's good. I mean, she did good. I mean, she tried to disguise it. You know, he starts saying some, you know, like the backhanded compliment. And I was like, well, it's not too late. You can still come on board. I'm out of it. I'm done, right? So I was like, okay, you know, have a good day, blah, 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 blah. I wake up. No, I was getting ready to go, and then I get this phone call. I see he calls, so I call him back, and, you know, I'm all chipper. And he's like, what, do you think you got some kind of privilege making us pay for your lunch? I said, huh? And it really wasn't. So I was like, first of all, somebody else was paying for my lunch, and they said I was trying to pay, and the waiter, I didn't even know y'all was there. Why would I get up and come over there and somebody you introduced me to, blah, 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 blah. Now, again, the waiter tells me that the guy he's with agrees to offer to pay my lunch is what made me even realize he was over there.
Yeah.
So I don't know where the misunderstanding came, but I felt like it's a certain way people talk to you when you be like if there's a misunderstanding, let's let it be a misunderstanding. And I was like, man, you tell me where you are right now. I would never do. Like, why would I try and beat you for lunch?
Come on. Now.
Like for some hamburgers, some sliders, it was $29. But the way he called me was on some like, nigga, you think you? And I was like, you've known me for 10 years. Do I look like the type of person that skips out on lunch? I was like, I had a gift card because the people who brought me, but the way he talked to me, it's like, and I don't know if he was tipsy, but it's like, you know, tipsy is you talking to niggas how you think you should be talking to them. And I just was looking at the phone like I was so flabbergasted that, and I was like, I really wish I could have recorded the call, because what kind of privilege you think you got charging us for your lunch? You came over and thanked us. What is that? And it really came off like, nigga, what is you doing? Like, who
would do something like that, though? Who would just walk over to somebody's table and say thank you and have like...
I was just checking. What? Why? No, where do you live right now? Because I'll bring you the money. Like, for real? Did you really just front me like that? Like, you called me up to be like, nigga, did you just... No, sir, what? And I'm trying to be respectful, but I'm saying to myself, did you... I really want you to hear yourself talking to me right now. Like, who... I am... This thing about how people feel that they have the liberty to talk to you any kind of way, they, like... We can always be cool, but you're never gonna disrespect me. And it's like, if we got a misunderstanding, let it be a misunderstanding and say, hey fam, I don't know, leave with, hey man, did you charge me for you could do it a whole bunch of ways. You don't call me and talk about what kind of privilege do you think you have? What? Like, I just be like, okay. Cousin, I could be at this same rest. I can afford to eat here. And not just, I wasn't even trying to be there. I was there because Ruthie, no, I'm just playing. But it just was crazy to me. And I think I keep having these moments where people let their guards down. Like people that I've been super, super, super cool with or thought I was super, super cool with, and something triggers them. And it lets it all, it's like, I knew you wasn't new.
Okay, Maze, I wasn't there, but if their perception was that you just had them pay for the meal like that, then I could understand why they would feel a type of way. Ruthie. If that was their perception. Like, who do you think you is?
But Ruthie, I was just saying, like, I could understand, like, that's happened to me. I'm saying, family, you know me. Like, what?
Don't come at me like that.
Don't come at me like that. Like, don't come at me like, I tried to start.
It's called assume best intentions.
I tried to start with not the worst. Like, I have to work with that sometimes. But I try to start with, like, yeah. So it was the audacity of the intro of the call. It wasn't that you made that it was it. What do you think, you guys? Like, it really, like, the only thing missing was nigga. The only thing missing was nigga. That's it. Now, did you stick me with with your? No. And I always give these people the utmost of deference, like, sir. Right? Like, I give you the respect of your position, privilege, whatever it is. I try to be very respectful. And try to defer and give people and empower people. But I gotta, man, I was just like, whoa, cuz. Whoa. Let's go on to the next point. Lightfoot was set to lose. Illinois, the Inspector General says that the police oversight was arbitrary. Police oversight in Chicago is arbitrary, unconstrained, and fundamentally undermines the legitimacy and public trust in the Chicago police. That's what the Inspector General said. The new Inspector General.
I was gonna say, new one or the old one?
The new one. That's pretty deep. They said that the people that we go to as trust usually undermine our trust. Sound about right, though. Think about it. Lori Lightfoot was the head of, right? Remember, I ain't gonna even trip. I ain't gonna go through the names and all that, but when has COPA really been on our team? When has the police board really helped us? And so as they continue to not do things, right? As they continue to not, that's where the mistrust comes, because nobody ever gets in trouble for doing the stuff. I can understand that point. Mayor Lightfoot was scheduled to get a big defeat yesterday, and they canceled the committee meeting. They was getting ready to get rid of the speed. They were getting ready to change the 6 minute the speed on the speed camera so you wouldn't get a ticket at 6 miles an hour.
They was gonna change it to 6?
Go ahead. They was gonna
up it.
Up it so you could speed a little bit more. Because here's the thing. They made $30 million. Remember the mayor said she was going to stop feeing and fining, and then she dropped the threshold of speeding to 35, and they said it made an extra $30 million in 1 year in just the tickets. And you know, I can tell you, I got about a stack on them. Oh, MJ got one on his first day.
Ruthie. We all start calculating. I got one that was only $35 though. I could do that. But hit me for $100.
Man, $35, that's a loaf of bread and milk now. $35 is like a third of a tank, a quarter tank.
So listen. Why are we having to measure our lives based on a gallon of gas? Like, everything is revolving around a gallon of gas. That just shows you how really, like, we might be in trouble.
I filled up to 3/4 and it was $200.
Have y'all been paying attention about what's going on in other countries with their inflation and their supply chain issues? I mean, from tea to oil, people having shortages.
Russia, man.
I mean, oil, like cooking oil.
Right? Oh, no. I went to go buy a gallon of grease to fry some chicken and fish. I was like, I should have just went to the damn restaurant. The gallon of grease, the gallon of Wesson oil, Ruthie, $18
for a gallon
of cooking oil. 18. Let me tell you,
I got canola.
No, canola is motor oil.
What kind is it?
Wesson vegetable oil.
Oh, vegetable oil.
Ruthie. Ain't nobody drinking no petroleum, frying my chicken in no petroleum.
So you say canola oil is
petroleum.
So you don't use canola oil?
No.
You only use vegetable oil?
Yes.
Huh.
Canola is motor oil.
Why they make canola oil then?
Because it's cheaper.
What?
Yeah, man.
Everybody might be using canola now.
Man, have you seen the store shelves do... Hey, digging quarrels? We got to start that. How do I start a farm on my roof? Because I'm just telling you, y'all, hey, grocery store, and I'm going to tell you what, it's going to be a minute when you ain't going to be able to get nothing out of Pete's without it being behind the glass.
Ooh. Why you think Pete's?
Because it's proximity to the hood. So I feel like you're going to start to see groceries raised as a commodity on the street trafficking, right? Like right now, to me, the best, this is a time for Pembroke to start doing a farmer's market in Chicago.
I don't talk about nothing about Pembroke the way, I don't really want to get into it.
Okay.
But I ain't for the Night Court gas line.
Ooh.
I know, that's why I said we can talk about it some another time. But
we can, man. I don't know nothing about
it.
You know what? It's so funny because there was a person who was very a part of it, and then did I connect y'all? Ruthie gonna fight
with the. This is all I'll say about it. It's 2022. There are renewable sources of energy. Why would you pollute the ground of the soil that it does not exist anywhere else in the world? In the world. And the most, to me, the most egregious thing is those poor people out there, you know, because it's very impoverished, some areas. And the grant and the funding does not include the ability for these people to switch their appliances over from electric to gas. So if you get this new gas pipeline, you're going to have to switch over all your appliances. They should have wrote that into the freaking bill. Like, them people out there shouldn't be paying anything. And I'm just, Pembroke been around for so long. Why now are y'all trying to put this gas pipeline down there when the Latinos taking over? Like, stop playing with me. Like, it's disgusting. And really, with my last fighting breath on the acres of land that we got out there, I'm opposing this Nicor pipeline. And you got to pay attention to who Nicor sponsors and who the people that's champion is. This ain't got nothing to do with black farmers. And they trying to use black farmers as the face of this. And it's bull. And really, the disinvestment in Pembroke has been for decades. So why now are y'all trying to put this gas pipeline in 2022? If y'all really cared about the environment and black farmers, y'all will be looking at renewable energy sources. Put some solar panels out there. Put some windmills out there. But y'all just trying to... Land is powerful and land is valuable. And that's all that I really want to speak about it.
Hey, yo, it was interesting, Ruthie. It's funny that you say that. I was talking to some cannabis activists. You know what they was like? We're going to do our thing in Pembroke because they won't nobody stop us.
That's why they want the gas pipeline. That's why the Latinos and the cartel operate out there with however they want. That's why it's just an open air gun range out there. That's why the white people come out there, ride their four-wheelers, not abiding by the traffic laws, trampling over all the natural, beautiful land. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And when I come forward, I'm coming for all of it.
That, my friends, you know what you sound like, Ruthie?
An angry person.
Mm-mm. You sound like the mayor of Robbins a little bit.
But see, the thing is I'm really, I don't speak on this because it's so personal. And when I go there, I'm going there. I'm telling. But I got to think about the protection of my family because my family's still out there. So I can't really blow the whistle too hard because I don't live there and I can't protect, you know, somewhere where I don't live. So I'm real hesitant to speak on it. But just know I'm watching. And all you politicians, all you community activists, all you pimping pastors and preachers, got my eyes on y'all. Land is the value. Land is valuable. All this disinvestment in Pembroke, and now, stop playing with me. Do you know that an acre of land in Pembroke is the highest that it's ever been?
Mm-mm. Ruthie told us to buy Pembroke a long time ago, too. You really did.
I'm just happy to have the acres that my family got. But I'm just really concerned about this gas pipeline. I just don't, I get it, but it just makes me so angry that they will be willing to pollute this ground. And gas at an all-time high right now. Mm-hmm. It's just disgusting. And I don't even really know how to talk about this without seeming anti-Latino. I don't know how to talk about it without seeming anti.
So, on that note, what we gonna do is we are gonna broadcast live from Pembroke one day. You know,
I ain't gonna be happy till people literally burning stuff down. How long is it gonna take the fire department to get there? A mighty long time.
Hey, it's the Maze Jackson Show. And on that note, don't be playing in Pembroke, y'all. Oh, man, we gonna have to. So, I have been hearing quite a bit about Pembroke in the news lately. I do think we need to be taking a peek at that. I did think that it was highly interesting that when I was talking to activists, the first thing they said was Pembroke. And I was like, that's Ruthie hometown. Then all the stuff you started telling me, that you had been telling me, clicked. Because I was like, I ain't never heard nobody talk about going to Pembroke. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
WIIFTBPM. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
My mom would say, Carrie, don't talk about it, be about it. My name is Carrie K. Still, and as president of the Water Reclamation District, I lead an agency with a $1 billion budget, AAA bond rating. We've increased transparency while we've reduced our reliance on tax dollars. Now, my opponent has been all talk and broken promises. The Sun-Times said Kagi's office is riddled with mismanagement, hurting our seniors, our veterans, and our property tax bills are going to be late again. Look, we all knew 4 years ago that the Cook County property tax system was broken and needed to be reformed. And unfortunately, it still does. That's why I'm asking for your vote June 28th, punch number 112. Because I won't spend the next 4 years talking about it. I'll be about it. Vote for me, Carrie K. Still, as your next Democratic Cook County assessor. This message has been paid for by friends of Carrie Still.
Why money ain't free? Why can't you just give it to me? I don't want to work for nobody. I'd rather keep doing me. Why money ain't free? Why can't you just give it to me? I don't want to work for nobody. I'd rather keep doing me. Why money ain't free? Up in the morning with the frown on my face, cause I know it's another day that I gotta face. Now for people I don't wanna see, working at a job that I don't wanna be, breaking my back to the bone with nothing to show. But I got dreams and goals, but as soon as I clock in, I'm ready to go. So there's one thing I gotta know: why money ain't free? Why money ain't free? Why can't you just give it to me? Give it to me. I don't wanna work for nobody. I'd rather keep doing me. Why money? Why can't you just give it to me? I don't wanna work for nobody. I'd rather keep doing me. Why money ain't free?
Rocking in that 9 to 5, got your girl hella tired. Why won't they let me be? Now I understand why my mama always used to ask, did I think money grew on trees? I got these bills after bills and they just keep coming. Working overtime, but my pockets ain't flooding. Yeah, my funds low. Adult life is gas.
Why money ain't free?
Why it ain't free?
Why can't you just give it
Why
to
can't
me?
they just give it to
I
me?
don't wanna work, but nobody. I'd rather
Keep doing me. Why money ain't free? Yeah.
Why can't you just give it to me? I don't wanna work, but nobody. I'd rather keep doing me. Why money ain't free?
How the money ain't free. Every 5 minutes kids bothering me. They seem to think that money grows on trees. Always asking for allowance and clean one thing. I'm sick and tired of my funds being low. Spent the whole bag on the groceries at the store. Got a little something, but I need a little more. And I'm a single mama, you should already know.
Why money ain't free?
Why the money ain't free.
Why can't you just give it to me? I don't wanna work, but nobody. I'd rather keep doing me. Why money ain't free? Why can't you just give it
Won't
to
you
me?
give it to me?
I don't wanna work, but nobody. I'd rather keep doing me. Why money ain't free?
Why the money ain't free.
Why money ain't free?
Why money ain't free? Yeah, why money ain't free?
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
What's in it for the black people? Cause economically we are not equal. Waking up to lies, can't toast no more. I told y'all, yeah, this a dangerous show. Don't go to church if you ain't trying to help us. Don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies, not other politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's Maze and Riis, Ruthie and Ty, explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't trying to help us, they ain't trying to do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect you oppressed to solve them.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. It's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my girl, Ruthie Moore, in the building, plus DJ Riis the Ruler on the ones and twos. We did not get through any of our headlines because we just been at it. Free the black people. Let me see. I told you about getting called on my... Hey, man. I also got to tell y'all, do y'all know that this the ops is harassing my senior citizen mother, trying to get her put out of her home? I just need for y'all to understand how crazy the opposition, the Russian Shrek dude is. Like, they are now trying to, even though the press and the media have proved this wrong, like, how many of you all have ever, does anybody ever have to take care of business for their parents? Mm-hmm. Right? Like, you have to take care of things for your parents because sometimes you got to help them. The opposition right now, the current assessor is using the entire power of the office to persecute. You see, he already ran the family on TV. Now he is persecuting 73-year-old woman, trying to take her home. I just really feel like black people, they just have no respect for us at all. I just got to say it. I'm going to let it be, but I just need for y'all to know. I need y'all to go vote, though. And then finally, I was reading something, and they were doing comparisons, and our struggle has now been added. Like, I think after what happened in Texas with the Latinos switching to the Republican, I think they may be looking for somebody new to pair black people with. So I'm wondering what group, you know how it used to be black and brown?
Oh.
I think there's going to be another group that they're going to start mixing us with to kind of share the resources. We'll talk about it. But yeah, you should read the story. I'll give it to you. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. I came home yesterday a little tipsy, and I jumped on a post, and I probably shouldn't have. And so I've pledged to not really talk about the scenario specifically, and I really did everything I could to not talk about it. But yesterday, I saw a conversation going on about interactions between men and women and physical interactions between men and women in the heat of an argument. And I often feel as though your policies, as a person whose family has been put on the forefront, I often feel like it should be relegated. Like when you're dealing with people, it should be relegated to their public life and personal life should be off separate. Now, I recognize that they can't, but I do, and I'm gonna mix this because I do believe that there should be a benefit to being black when you have an unfortunate situation, right? Now, don't get me wrong. If you get caught corrupting and doing something that is against the public trust, I'll cook you. But if you have, and quite frankly, even if once the white press gets on you, you don't really ever have to worry about me getting it, because why do I need to pile on, right? I call that the black benefit, right? The benefit of being black oftentimes means that we see things differently than white folks in some cases, or we understand how the attack is going to come from white folks. And so, as I have often said, do not bring rope to a lynching. So last night, I came home, and I gotta tell you, the topic was it was a lot of comments, and it's one of those topics where, if you open it up, that everybody just waiting for somebody to open it up. And the value oftentimes is, the black benefit is, it won't get opened up by black people on you, right? And I saw it get opened up yesterday. Now, I thought that the situation was a relevant topic that I have had with many people, but I don't know that you have to attach the people to it, because if you attach the people in the picture to it, it takes it from a broad concept to a specific concept focused on a specific person that gives white folks license. When they read what you say, then they say, oh, I have the right to go. And they not going to go like you go. They going to go and be like we see all around the city of Chicago, these pieces of paper that are stapled to trees, that are stapled everywhere. They're going to take it to the next level. Come on. And you give them the green light to take it to the next level by specifically commenting on them. Now, it got me to the point. So I spoke to one of my brothers, and I said, and what I probably should have done, and I messed this up, but I was a little tipsy. Who am I to tell anybody what they should talk about? So I'm not. But I did say, man, I wish there was y'all don't think y'all should be talking about this in public. Only because I know how white folks do. Them comments right there, will be in a TV commercial a year from now, in 2 years from now, right? People say you're going to find yourself as a validator for the lynching. And I understand the sexiness of having the post right now because it's topical and it's whatever. But what is the black benefit? And I would tell you that the black benefit we saw in media was that none of the black people jumped on it. Right? And so what you saw universally, and it's a challenge for me only because I feel like we have extended the same courtesies to people when they were in their unfortunate situations. And I think that there are oftentimes in stories where black people in black media and black platforms can shape the narrative or at least take the heat off the narrative. What happens is white folks look for us to start cooking each other so that they can really cook you. They drop the what happened so that it could get into the public universe. Now, I'm going to put the piece of meat on the table. Are you going to be the person to feast off of it? I'm going to put the black person on the cooker. And it's interesting because, you know, people was like, well, you talk about everything. And I would challenge you to go back and listen. I would challenge you to go back and listen and find any time that a black person has been in trouble or has been under assault by white media and I have jumped on their assault, whether they have been a friend or a foe. You can't find it. When people have had their personal issues, right? The most you know you're going to get white cooked. You know it, right? But what you don't want is to be black cooked for something that black people know. Here's the difference. When it's white folks, hey fam, Tanil, goodbye. No platform. Goodbye. It's like you goodbye. So my point is, hold on, let me take care of my own business. Cause then they gonna make a post. You like, I got played. Oh, I think so. Bam. All right. You got your own platform, fam. Use it. My question is, do we look for the downfall of our own people? Do we celebrate? Now, I'm not going to tell you that there aren't incidents, and I think it's a conversation that you can have. But if you're going to equate that moment, you could converse wherever you want to converse. But I do believe that in black media, there should be a benefit to being black. Let me tell you what happens when it's a white person. They call, their communications person calls, the police don't take it and report it and throw it up in the space. Now, maybe somebody saw the call, but you know what they do? Are you suggesting that no one else has ever had an issue? All we do is look for the person to cook. We celebrate our own downfall Because you know what I feel like? It's like I feel like a lot of times people be with you, but jealously, they don't really want you to be successful. They be like, I'm on your team as long as you good, but they really be like, I'm smarter than him. I'm smart. So I've always told you, do not bring a rope to the lynching. The white folks are going to do what the white folks going to do. Now, if you, and I can't tell nobody what they could talk about. All I would ask is that there be a code of respect between black folks. Let me ask a question. Can you have that conversation with friends only on your Facebook platform?
No such thing. Maybe back in the day, but Facebook ain't like that no more.
Why not?
Facebook, when Facebook first came about, I could probably say, okay, I'm having this conversation with my friends. But nowadays, Facebook is a public forum. And if you think it's only your friends, you are deceived. It ain't like it used to be.
Right. My premise is this. I feel like there could be a black conversation. Y'all, we can talk about it all day long. We want to put it in a group chat? Want to chat it up? But it is all like they look for the one black dude that's going to be the champion, and then that's the one they're going to make the celebrity. That's the one that's going to... Let me tell you who they're going to look for. They're going to scour the social media, and they're going to be like, who are the people that we can get to communicate on this? Who are the people that are, and quite frankly, you see it, because there's a narrative that, and what then needs to happen, like, I think Kim Fox has her own issues already. So I'm going to let that be. I just think we as black folks should not, I would just say, I have really worked hard not to pontificate on anyone's family issues.
We just don't be on code. Remember we talked about that last week?
Right.
We just, maybe that was this week, I don't know. But we just don't be on code. Like, there are just some things that instinctively, like, to me, code is instinctual, but it's not instinctual to everybody. Like, get on code, people.
Mm-hmm. I'm saying, TNT, I think he survived. Here's my thing. Was there a crew of people that would be in pictures with him? That was then the ones that's y'all.
Let me tell you how deep to me this is. It's almost like I gotta literally think about calling the police. Like, I shouldn't have to think about that. Now I gotta worry about the police coming to my home, recognizing that, this might be a very interesting political thing. So I'm finna tell somebody, I'm finna tell a news outlet so they can FOIA it and be on it. But like, what happened to protect and serve? Like, come on now. Make sure. This is the craziest thing. To me, police be jacking the body cam thing, but they sure know they activated it that time.
Right.
Like, come on now. Like, don't fall for it, people. Don't fall for it.
I understand. Because I think there's a whole nother conversation that happens at a different time. Right? I think that there was a lot of relevant conversation, and I've been in a lot of those situations. I think for me, and I don't have the right to tell anybody, I just try not to, like, y'all know I'm petty sometimes. But I would challenge you to find a time that anybody black has been under assault by white media and you got me kicking them down. Whether they was right or wrong. Right? When the white folks decide they gonna cook you, what do we look like bringing rope? You bringing barbecue sauce to the barbecue? The black barbecue of a black person. I feel like the black media, whether you like it or not, has tried to do right, does as right as you can do by a black person. You know why I don't? After I saw what happened to Ken Duncan, when people splashed his family moment in time that was really misconstrued across the TV, and saw his kids and saw his family and saw all of that, right? It became personal to me. Like, as a dark artist, I'd be like, man, we use whatever we got. I guess the thing I would say is that I would hope that our most respected voices in our community would have the same compassion and recognize that people have stood up when we all at some point are going to have a challenge or have had some challenge in our life. And if we are caught up by that frozen moment in time, and we are the black people that we understand have had our own issues that nobody talks about, that nobody says, but what about? It would be my humble request that we don't participate in black lynchings. Well, I mean, some people like to see the fire. If you ask why, some people want all the smoke. I do think that, I'll be honest with you, I've courted controversy. But I think I've grown a bit. But I will tell you that I would challenge you anytime. Please go back through the shows. Please look at, I remember when the black dude, and you can go back to when I used to write for Carl West, and I can't remember the black director of CHA. They cooked him because he went out to dinner. He was the head of CHA. He had billions of dollars, and they fried him for his job because he sent flowers on his corporate card, and he went to dinner at Gibson's on his corporate card. And that was when I was like, okay, I can't participate in these type of things because it was a front page news story. It was all over. And it's like the man had his own Rolex. Like, right? Like, he wears a Rolex. Okay. He got a job. He went to dinner at Gibson's. What, Negroes can't eat? He sent flowers. He's the head of CHA. You send flowers to everybody because you're trying to build goodwill. That was enough for him to go away, for him to lose his job. And my premise is, if they know you'll validate it, then they'll go. If they think it's going to be some pushback, guess what they do? Shut up. But if they got somebody, they could be like, look, man, we got a space. It's the Maze Jackson Show, man. We're going to take a break. But I would just say that I've been talking about this for a long time. There has to be a benefit to being black. There has to be. Has to be. All right. Thanks. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Hey, Chicagoland, all roads lead to Solo Beauty Supply, the largest black-owned beauty supply in Chicago. We carry a large selection of natural hair care products, plus much more. So come see us at one of our two locations, located at 9011 South Ashland or 8158 South Cottage Grove. Our inventory is growing, and with your support, Solo Beauty will continue to be a source of pride in our community.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water and I think of all the things Did you have to go to jail? Put your house on up for sale. Did you get a good lawyer? I hope you didn't catch a tan. I hope you find the right man who'll fix it for you. And are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you busy? And did you have to pay that fine that you've been dodging all the time? Are you still dizzy? Since I come home, well, my body's been a mess. And I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Oh, stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over there?
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie Moore, DJ Riis the Ruler, in the building too. I got Ruthie Moore, Rudy. So, it hurt your point, the spot where he hurt you. If Maze hurt you, no. So this a couple things. First of all, I think if you check me out, and I would say I try to avoid hypocrisy. Somebody said, Maze, have you ever cooked Mayor Lightfoot? I've cooked almost every politician. Not for their personal indiscretions. I haven't. No, you can't. You can't really. Now, I cooked her about Anjanette Young. I cooked her about raising the bridges. I cooked her about the fact that she said that she ain't never talked about being black till this shot. Campaign-wise, sure do. I think you have every right to do it. But what I do find is interesting is that we like to see each other. I think I almost feel like sometimes secretly people hope you crash. They be like, I got to stay close enough until the slip. And then if it's the slip, then I'm down. Then I'm gone. It's like fair weather friends. And it's like I think angry people look for opportunities to hurt people. Let that man speak for himself. If he decide he want to talk. You want to talk about it, talk about it. But I do want to encourage you to think about why you want to be the cheerleader for the TV show so they can be like, no, black people feel that way too. Now, we want to have a conversation about physicality.
Maze, you know, some people want to be Jason Whitlock.
Who is Jason Whitlock?
You know who Jason Whitlock is. The black man they get to talk about and about black people in sports, culture, entertainment.
Oh, there is a role for the anti-blackness. Okay. The anti-black, that is a starring role. A black person in America should never forget where they come from. You can be cool with the other people today and they will hang you tomorrow. Shoot, that be your own black people sometimes.
Low key though, most of the time they get black men to play that role.
They do. That's because we be mad at the Democrats. Because they be kicking us to the curb. They be emasculating people. And so it becomes the opportunity to, our masculinity. That's where it comes from. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. What was I going to say? So, do we have a code?
Some of us do.
Okay. So, my code is family. Is it right to cook a domestic issue for a political win? No. But it would be done.
What? It would be. It is done all the time.
Right. I mean, it's not a domestic issue. Right now, that's happening to me. Like, it's interesting to me.
Ain't everything fair in politics?
Okay, I don't know what's going on with that one. Say that again, Ruthie.
Ain't everything fair in politics?
Yes and no. Like, I do have some level. Like, I feel like what this dude is doing to a 73-year-old woman because he's trying to win and he's so desperate, I think that's crazy. I do. I think that you have used the entire power of your office to go to investigate and call around, and now you're trying to get somebody put out their house. That's wrong to me. Now, if given the assignment, depending on, I wouldn't be given the assignment anymore. I'd be giving the assignment. But you do what you do. I'm saying, but I would tell you that there are certain things that I would not do to a black candidate. I just wouldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and my best example of that is the Ken Duncan thing. I'll use it again. They took one line of a report that they knew was incorrect because it was a cordless phone, turned it into a TV commercial, and then the boy's family had to go to school every day because everybody wanted to talk about it and talk about it and do their thing. So it's kind of crazy. We got any calls? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. 872-259-7474. I want to move on to political updates. City and suburbs, just so you all know, we have a record low turnout. And we are still trying to figure out what turnout looks like in a June primary. Ruthie, this is the first time in history. Like, if this was March, I could probably tell you. But because it's June and we've never had a June primary, people still don't even know that there's an election. See, because you sit here every day.
Okay.
People is summertime shining right now.
But they ain't seen all these signs. That's how I used to know it was an election, because I start seeing all these signs.
You know, Ruthie, with the way gas is, people don't be driving.
Can we please not talk about gas no more? Every time I hear somebody say that, I just think, like, we're doomed.
Why are we doomed?
We are.
You got CTA, girl.
Literally, people are revolving their lives around the price of gas. And when people have to revolve their lives around things like that, around the cost of gas, around the cost of a prescription medicine, you know, like, it's wages don't seem like they going up. I just really feel like we talked about the other day, after the recession comes the people inside your house.
After the recession comes the depression. Then after the depression, that's when they be like,
they ain't finna knock.
They better knock on mine.
You might want to take your chances of sneaking in mine. If you give me the heads up, I'm... Who am I though?
Look in the window. Look at me like you know, when people be looking in the peephole.
This is like such a random thing, but I remember back in the day, people just used to pop up at people's houses.
Oh no.
No, I remember driving and stopping at people's houses when I was younger. But nowadays, you don't pop up on people like that. Like, it's almost like intrusive and a faux pas. Like, you don't do that nowadays. But was it because we didn't have cell phones back then that you couldn't? But I remember just going over people's house, not calling, not nothing. But you do that now? It's a little weird.
Yeah. I mean, I used to be like...
Wouldn't that be weird?
Yeah.
If I just popped up at your door?
If you just popped up at my door, we probably wouldn't even answer.
Like, what you want? Is it an emergency? What's going on?
Right. That is kind of crazy.
How the world changes like that.
You used to just get, once you get, like, it was almost like when we was kids, it was like a time when everybody started arriving outside. Like, after you did your chores, it was like, and then if somebody didn't make it, you'd be like, Miss Johnson, can David come out and play? Ruthie, I did not. Okay, so big political updates. Record low turnout. Don't understand the June primary. Biggest drivers right now? What do you think are the biggest? Okay, what are the biggest drivers in the election this season?
For getting people out.
What are the biggest elections? When I say drivers, what are the biggest things that are going to make people come out?
Ooh. I think property taxes is a big one. Crime is another big one. I low-key, at first, I thought the whole women's rights and abortion thing was going to be real big. It's kind of big, but I don't really, unless I'm just missing people.
Because Illinois is the safe state.
Is that what? Okay, maybe that's what it is.
Right,
but
it's
that's
like
not
we are the landmark. But when I talk about drivers, Ruthie, and I think you're talking about issues, I say what are going to drive turnout. I think the first congressional district race.
Oh, you mean like to make people like
what do I care about in this election?
So, got it.
So I think people are intentionally coming out to vote for the first congressional district. I think that's going to drive a big turnout on the South Side. I also think the battle for Thornton Township committeemen is going to make Thornton Township crack quite a bit. If you look at the turnout in election places, the highest turnout is really moving. You know where the highest turnout in Cook County is right now?
Where?
Jail. We frozen.
So wouldn't that be considered to be a captive audience? No, seriously, ain't that's what it's called? Like a captive audience.
It is called a captive audience.
Are political candidates able to advertise inside of Cook County Jail or like visit Cook County Jail? Do they have debates in Cook County Jail? Can they get literature?
Well, you know,
I
was nervous about giving them some Kerry literature. You know, in the county, man, I feel like between Kerry and Fritz, she better win in the county. That's all I got to say. And fellas, don't make me act up, Riis, while you over there giggling. I'm just saying, fellas, do a brother solid. And no materials passed out in the county.
Got some of them Kerry still for excessive things.
Hey, homie.
Can I get one of them 4x4 signs?
Hey! The ones with the pictures.
No, I don't want the word one. I want the one with the pictures.
I want the one with the pictures.
I can't read that.
What you say that say, Kerry? Look, I'm just telling you. If she don't win in the county, then I'm gonna talk about y'all when y'all come home.
I ain't never put nobody picture in my window. Except Kerry.
You could just put
like I was like, but that's the first person I've ever like put in my window. Like, you know, it's kind of just one of those things where it feels so good to just drive in your own neighborhood and see people with the same interests you got.
Do you see some Kerry interest in your neighborhood? Hey man, so let me tell you where the highest turnout is in the city. Y'all want to know where the highest turnout in the city is? After, the county jail.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
After the county jail, the Loop Super Site is the first top. Then Cook County Jail. Then West Pullman Library in the 34th Ward. Do you know why that one is?
Why?
The Monica Gordon versus Bernard Ellsbury race. No, for Cook County Commissioner. Right? So Monica Gordon is supporting Kerry. Bernard Ellsbury is supporting the other guy. So I think we with Monica. But regardless, Monica Gordon in the 34th Ward. So 34th Ward had 254 votes for the entire early vote. The next number, second highest, is the fourth highest is Martin Luther King Jr. Center. That's in the 4th Ward. All y'all live in Hyde Park. Hyde Park, we need you to do the right thing. Then you got Wrightwood Ashburn Library, which is coming in at number 5. You know why that one's tipping? Tell me why, Ruthie. Willie Preston.
Oh.
That's the Willie Preston race, right? And so the 18th Ward is carrying Willie Preston and carrying Kerry. And you know, that's my old home ward.
18?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, you did a lot of work in there.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. That's where Katie Lindsay is. That's where Alfred Evans are. So Katie and Al, I know y'all over there working that polling place. Oh, so can y'all TNT? So come on, help us. Don't be telling us what we need. Let me tell y'all. Stop calling me, telling me what we need to do. Come tell me how we gonna do it. I got the stuff. All right. Then guess who's coming up number 6, Ruthie? Mount Greenwood Park.
Mount Greenwood.
Now, I expect them to move up on that list. Then that Mount Greenwood is the 19th ward. Then Warren Park in the 50th ward, which is in the north side. Uh-oh. You know, that might be a pocket. We got to talk about that 50. 47th ward. Oh, excuse me. In the Thurgood Marshall Library in the 17th ward is number 8. You know why that's number 8? Why you think that one is in the 17th ward?
Ooh, what's a race going on?
Come on.
I don't know.
I feel like I'm failing. You failing the class, Ruthie.
Okay.
Why in the 17th ward is it tipping over there?
Because there's some type of hot race going on.
Because the 17th ward alderman is running for Secretary of State David Moore.
So what? So you think people are turning out more to vote for David Moore?
In the 17th ward, I would expect that his people are. It's only 154 votes, but
that's, you know what? I love your analysis.
I mean, but in the 17th ward, that's why they turning out.
I know, but I love your analysis.
And then when you look at the 8th ward, why is the 8th ward turning out? Excuse me.
Because it's the best ward.
No, back up. Because 8 is all the way down at number 12.
Dang.
But let's go to Whitney Young Library in the 6th ward. Why is the 6th ward juking?
Gentrification.
No, Ruthie!
What's going on there?
The 6th ward is juking because that is the home of the greatest alderman of the 6th ward history.
Who?
John Steele.
Ah, okay. Oh.
Come on, Ruthie.
Maze, listen, you looking at numbers on the paper and your analysis is so good.
So then you got to go to the 47th ward, which is the number 1 vote getter. That's, they rocking with the team. Then you go to Whitney Young Library in the 6th ward, right? Then Jackson Park Library in the 5th ward. Why the 5th ward? Marcus Evans and Carrie Steele. Marcus is running for state central committeeman. So he's pushing turnout in that area. Got it? Then look at the 8th ward, Olive Harvey. Why is that? Because Michelle Harris. The 8th ward is one of the strongest. You got Marcus running for state central committee. You got Michelle Harris. You got Carrie Steele. You also have the 1st congressional district race. Broadway and Armory, 48, I haven't done that one. The 43, this is op area. Then you go to Foster Park, 21. Why is 21 juking?
Because 21 is the new loop, the new downtown, right?
No, 21 is where? No, 21 is on the south side.
21
is juking because Alderman Brookins is running for judge.
Oh.
So he's turning out his constituents for that. Then Clearing Park, 23rd. I don't know what that one is. North Park Village, 39. Why are these ones up here are juking? Because of the congressional race with Gil Villegas and Dina Delgado.
Dang.
See how I can break that down for you, Ruthie?
No, I didn't give you I'm quite amazed at your data analysis.
That was the city. Here's the suburbs. Who you think got the most votes cracking right now in the suburbs?
In the Southland.
Yep, but the Southland is broken into 4 places.
Ooh.
I gave you the answer to this before.
Thornton.
Bingo! Thornton is leading the whole joint with 1,092 votes. Now, let me give you 1,092 votes in Thornton compared to, the Loop Super Site, which has been open for 2 weeks prior to, has 1,471. So Thornton and then Proviso are the 2 biggest turnouts in the suburb. What does that look like? Thornton, everybody rocking with the K. Right? Proviso, rocking with the K. Now, what we got to pay attention to is places like Rich, which is a black township, but they went with the ops. So my question is, how does a black committeeman with a black candidate in the race that he wants black people to support back the white guy? I guess my question then becomes, so I need for you all to be able, and then I got to tell you my last one, Harold EK, because I'm a little upset. Harold, I was looking at Richard Boykin's palm card. Ruthie, haven't we supported Richard Boykin every campaign?
Yes.
Didn't we give Richard Boykin a platform on the show? No,
what's going on with his palm card?
It don't have no Carrie Steele on it. Now you know I feel a certain way because the origins of one of Big Cracks was me publicly signing Richard Boykin's his petition that he put and then he put it on his Facebook, right? I don't got no shame. I tell you, I don't run from my friends. Ruthie, it was heartbreaking for me to look at that palm card and see that she wasn't on it.
Is the other person on it or just nobody?
Nobody, but
I actually have been, since I've been paying attention to palm cards, I've been seeing that a lot more, whereas it just says like people, it's certain races, people just like, I ain't gonna say nothing.
And so you got to think about that. Like that's a win in white areas when they don't say nothing. But in a black area, remember they say your silence?
Oh.
The silence is not of my enemies, it's the silence of my friends. That goes back to the I'm scared to be your friend in public.
Got it.
Right? Like, damn fam, you couldn't put us, like my thing is, I have always been supportive. Even to my detriment. Y'all couldn't spin the ink. Harold all up in here making sandwiches.
Bringing shrimp.
Don't talk about it, be about it. Be about it. That hurt. I gotta tell you.
I can see that.
No, Ruthie, it's like, you know where you be having like assumptions? And assumption make an ass out of you and me.
That's why I don't have them.
Really, Famo? I think we got signs out there.
A lot of them.
We got literature.
Palm card signs. Not just here, but somewhere else too.
At our other,
that's okay. Pluggers are very useful. That Riis said, yep.
Picked up some good trash with some pluggers.
Oh, like a dustpan?
Yeah, a dustpan.
Randy, it's like I'm saying, my point is, Randy, is, and perhaps that could be the case. Right? Perhaps that could be the case. Tell me though. And then make sure that the rest of the world know. You can't use our audience. It's like, I'd be like, man, sometimes you got to say, man, I don't ask people for a lot. Really, I don't. It's not a lot that anybody can really do for me. So when it's the simple things, because I do the tough stuff. That was a little painful. That hurt. I think anybody black looking at a black palm card that don't see the black lady running, you got to ask yourself, whose team are they on? What does your interest, how will your interests match? If you know that you have suffered, if you think that your property values are the same as the North Side and Wilmette, because somebody gave you 200 and they gave them 2,000, don't be the black lollipop.
I ain't heard that in a while.
Black lollipops. No, I'm just saying. So wait. You let somebody convince you that they did better for you than they did for them. Let me ask a question. Does the same house in the Southland, same size, same square footage, get the same amount of money as the house in Wilmette? It's like black people be excited because we get included. Well, so they got 2,000, you got 200, and you happy. But is it because we be down so bad?
We be down so bad, and probably likely, if you already making 100 bands a year, 100,000 bands a year, you ain't necessarily worried about the incremental property taxes that are happening. So you just disconnected. It's okay.
Elk Grove, we need y'all, man. Y'all, Elk Grove, why don't y'all invite us out there to do a broadcast if I ain't gonna get us in no trouble?
What's in Elk Grove Village? Ain't that what it's called? Elk Grove Village? Elk Grove Village.
Elk Grove Village got like a lot of office parks and warehouses, and they right by the airport. They got like like the people out in Elk Grove Village, but they be getting it in.
Elk Grove Village.
Yep. Reese, you know about Elk Grove? What you know about Elk Grove?
It ain't too far from. I used to work in there. But Proviso, where is that at? That's
West Side. That's Maywood, Bellwood.
Yeah, that's my suburb. That's what I do.
Hey, what you doing? Forest Park? You been knocking on doors?
It's 3 Carrie Steele signs on my block. What you talking about?
That's right.
That's your. Did you put them there?
No.
Okay then.
Yeah,
you don't count them. How many you put? How many doors you hung? I need you to go get you a pack in every one of your neighbors. And when y'all have Taco Tuesdays, they better come outside their car and be like,
put it right like in their lawn, and then I don't know how all these.
No, then they post on Facebook. Who put this sign in my lawn? And then be negative. You can't do that though. You can't do that. You gotta
smart.
Hi. No, don't ever put a sign in somebody's lawn because you lose a vote. If I wake up and you put a sign in my lawn and I didn't ask for it, I'd be like, did you just plant a flag in my joint?
That's interesting.
No, do you feel like that's crazy? Like, I think it's like the epitome of ignorance to just stick a lawn sign in someone's front lawn. Now, if you hit that little thing out there, I don't like that. But if you put it in there, because that to me is a sign of I am truly supporting this person.
But ain't that trespassing though?
But people don't know sometimes. Especially, you know what the sign guys do though? They know renters. And renters, especially if you ain't sure about that, then you don't know and you be scared to take it out because you don't know. So a lot of times what people do is they'll put them in lawns. Like you can look at a house sometimes and say renter, homeowner in a neighborhood. And then if it's renter, you may feel like you can take liberty.
That's real. If I own some property, I would.
Right. No, I got landlords that say to me, hold on. Riis, could you check up the door? Sweet too.
We got guests today.
We got judges. We got Meredith Hamilton. We got Maria Barlow. They coming in to talk about being judges. Oh, what else did I have to tell you about this? Did you see Karen Norrington Riis has a TV commercial?
Yes, I did.
So Karen Norrington Riis has a TV commercial.
I gave her a little tick. I looked out. I think if we look at that workforce, if I was a single issue voter and it was all about workforce development, I would vote for Karen Norrington Riis.
You still in Pat Dow? Jonathan Jackson is. Oh well, you told me a little bit. Jonathan, I'm waiting for the TV pop. I'm waiting for the this today. Did he get endorsed yesterday by Bernie Sanders? Is that going to be like a big thing?
Oh,
right. He's getting endorsed by Bernie Sanders. Mm-hmm. But now I gotta ask him because I did see him join up with Chewy too, and Chewy was like, Chewy is the ops right now. So now I'd be like, wait a minute, what am I supposed to do here?
That's difficult.
Conundrums.
Really?
Well, the reality is there's a conundrum, and then that means that the WIFTABA voter, the WIFTABA voter card is coming out on Monday.
Mm-hmm. Good.
So we can get this thing to the bottom. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. What else did I have on? Thornton Proviso. Hey, I'm looking to do some live broadcasts in the Southland next week. I want to broadcast in Rich Township. I want to broadcast in Bremen, Rich, Thornton, and Rich, Thornton, and Bremen. Can y'all help me find some locations? Would anybody be willing to host the Maze Jackson Show? Anybody willing to host the Maze Jackson Show in the Southland? We'll let the candidates come on in the area as long as you ain't the ops.
All you need is a power outlet.
A power outlet and some Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah, some Wi-Fi.
Not Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi. All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. When we come back, we are going to be talking to attorney, soon-to-be judge, Maria Barlow. And then right after that, Meredith Hamilton. Hammer.
Oh.
Can't touch this.
Doom. Y'all don't forget that. Hey, and I'm gonna tell y'all, black folks, y'all could really do some damage. Let me tell y'all what. If Thornton and Proviso Man, we need a West Side Maywood. You know what they need to bring back?
What they need to bring back?
Remember the West Side Freaknik? Remember that? Remember when they when the black people found out Freaknik from Chicago, and then they made one on the West Side? Ruthie?
Did they really?
Oh, Ruthie.
You know we do.
Ruthie. You cannot show the West Side version of the Freaknik. Mm-hmm. I gotta call Reese Gunn and see if we got some video from that. Cause boy, when they was like, wait, you know how they was like, they saw Freaknik and they was like, hold my blunt. Hey y'all, it's the Mace Jackson Show. When we come back, we're gonna be talking to attorney Maria Barlow. She is running for judge in I think it's the 4th sub-circuit, but we'll find all of that out when we come back. It's the Mace Jackson Show. Mace, Reese, and Ruthie.
The Mace Jackson Show will be back after this break.
WIFTBPN. My mom would say, Carrie, don't talk about it, be about it. My name is Carrie K. Still, and as president of the Water Reclamation District, I lead an agency with $1 billion budget, AAA bond rating. We've increased transparency while we've reduced our reliance on tax dollars. Now, my opponent has been all talk and broken promises. The Sun-Times said Kagi's office is riddled with mismanagement, hurting our seniors, our veterans, and our property tax bills are going to be late again. Look, we all knew 4 years ago that the Cook County property tax system was broken and needed to be reformed. And unfortunately, it still does. That's why I'm asking for your vote June 28th, punch number 112. Because I won't spend the next 4 years talking about it. I'll be about it. Vote for me, Carrie K. Still, as your next Democratic Cook County assessor. This message has been paid for by friends of Carrie Still.
Yeah, Ruthie Mo, Reese the ruler, Mace Jackson. This is the reparations interlude. We're not asking, we demanding. So go on, make my payments high. Tell the government to cut them reparations, make them high. Not no SBA loans, just run the bread, make it high. Tell the government to cut them reparations, make them high. Look, check it out. First drug lord was President Nixon. Oval Office was the trap house where he was tipping. Got the drugs from Nicaragua and gave us crack. Declared war on blacks. Man, tell him to cut the check and tried to make it seem like a revolution. CIA was the corner boys for distribution. We could tear this country in half for retribution. But I'd rather get some restitution, so tell him to cut the check. John Singleton, man, he already told y'all. He broke it down for you when he made Snowfall. They locked us all up and created whole laws. So send a message like a cold call. Tell them to cut the check. Look, we built this city. We built this city. Put this country together and gave him hella aid. A lot of blood, sweat, and tears. Over 400 years. Been punching the clock, but yeah, we still ain't got paid. Look, they paying the immigrants. They paid the Jews. Executive orders, man, they made the rules. I want my 40 acres, you can save the mule. Cause as of right now, we getting played for the fool. Look, for sterilization, Tuskegee experiment, Rosewood, Japanese internment. Come on, was all paid out from the government. We waiting on our turn, we definitely earned it. So make my payment high. Tell the government to cut them reparations, make them high. Not no SBA loans, just run the bread, make it high. Tell the government to cut them reparations, make them high. Not no stimulus checks, just run the bread, make it high. Yeah, Ruthie Mo, Reese the ruler, Mace Jackson. This is the reparations interlude. We not asking, we demanding.
Back to the Mace Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Mace Jackson. Mace Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Ty Stroger, I am the host of the Mace Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Mace said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Emmanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happening in town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to Senate. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put the Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago. Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. And y'all, you know I said it's election season. We got the open 8 o'clock hour where we are going to be talking to candidates who are running for office. And first up today, somebody, she just told me that she said people be like, is you that lady? I seen your commercial. That's too funny. But this is not Carrie K. Steele. This is attorney Maria Barlow. She is a candidate for judge in the 1st sub-circuit. I think I incorrectly told you the 4th earlier, so we don't want nobody to be mad at her. But in the meantime, Maria, welcome to the Maze Jackson Show. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Hey, Maria, so before I get into this, I want to let y'all know that when we first started BP1, and since we've been active, Maria has been very active and participatory in our operation. Not a member because I don't want that to hurt you, but at the same time, she has been very judicious. Look at that, judicious in the time that she has spent with us and trying to make sure that she works and connects with the black community. Maria, welcome to the Maze Jackson Show. I know you were here for Tio when Tio was on the network, but it's great to have you on our show today. How are you today?
Thank you. I'm doing great. Today. Thanks for having me.
Wonderful. So Maria, talk to me. Tell me, you are running for judge in the 1st sub-circuit. Where is that?
So it's about at 68th on the north end. It goes south through the end of the city line.
Okay.
Plus, then it goes from the lake to Damon.
Okay.
Plus the south suburbs. So I've got part of Dalton, South Holland, Calumet City, and Burnham.
Okay.
So the east side of those suburbs.
So help me understand. You are running for a sub-circuit. Explain to me what a sub-circuit judge is. So everybody's not going to see. If you don't live in those areas, they won't see you on their ballot.
Right. So if you live in a different sub-circuit, say for instance the 5th or the 15th, you'll see the same punch numbers, but you'll see a different names.
Okay.
So sub-circuits were designed to bring diversity to the bench. So women, minorities. So double minority, I'm running. I've lived in the 1st sub-circuit my whole life. So when this seat became available, I ran for it. In fact, my family helped Justice Johnson get to the appellate court so that I can run for this seat when it became open.
Now, explain that to me. Justice Johnson, who was that? And then explain that to me.
So the first sub-circuit seat was held by Justice Sharon Johnson.
Okay.
Last year, she ran for the appellate court.
Right.
And she won.
Okay.
And so, obviously, I got a big family. So we.
Hey, man, you got a big family. How big is it?
Family. So it's 11 in my family. So I'm the youngest of 11.
Oh, you had your own campaign staff from the beginning.
But that's not the good part. I got 65 nieces and nephews and 20 great grands.
Can we get some of that aid and assist? Can we get them to do some passing for us too? So you had your own field operation.
Yes. And so I called them up. And I talked to him with some good words.
Okay. Some auntie words.
Yeah.
Okay.
and let him know.
Remember
how you called me for money?
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something.
So they volunteering now? They volunteering?
They volunteering, but they getting paid too.
Okay.
Because they are, I call them crazy.
Okay.
Now you got them family members. They need the money. They need the money. So I'm going to give them some money too.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So tell me why black people should care about, why black people should vote for you as a judge.
Absolutely. Well, I'm black. I care about black people, of course. I just told you I come from a large family. So one of the things that I've always seen and always experienced is the impact that that being black has had on our lives. We're oftentimes stopped. So my brothers, I've got 8 older brothers. They were stopped when we were growing up. They were searched when we were growing up. They were frisked, questioned, just walking down the street. Being black boys walking down the street. And so for me, one of the things I learned, because I practice family law, so I practice divorce, child custody, child support.
Oh, you one of them.
Let me tell you something. You ask these brothers about the work I put in for them.
Okay.
The fathers love me.
Okay.
So men gossip more than women.
Do they?
So, absolutely.
Stop it. Well, I'm starting to learn that based on what I seen the other day on the thing, but that's a whole nother story.
Listen. They always gossip more than women. So I've never had to advertise, because usually they go tell their friends like, hey, Attorney Barlow got me my child support correct, and she got my kids for me, and this and that. So I've never had to advertise. But one of the things I know is that when you go into court, the good thing for my clients, because I've built my credibility with the type of men that I bring into court, the judges know that these men aren't some bums. They're not just here because they're trying to get a child support discount. These are fathers. These are men who work. They're providers, and they want to take care of their kids, even though the relationship has ended. So that's important. So for me, when I take a man into court, the judge already knows that this man is about it, because I'm bringing him. I don't bring anybody to a judge's courtroom, and I don't file any kind of motion.
Okay.
So one of the things I learned over the years is that, guess what? These men are being mistreated. They're treated like second-class citizens, even though the law says both parents are equal. They're not always treated like that. And that's just not even just the fathers. It's the mothers, too. Black people are mistreated. Even I am mistreated as a black lawyer. The judge told me during the hearing to shut up. She was not going to be here all day. Muted the mic so I could not object anymore, and ruled against my client. That's a problem.
She told you to shut, like she used the word shut up?
Literally.
So can I tell you something, attorney? I know this is going to be, but I have seen so much of what black women have to go through just watching what's been going on with my own situation with my own wife. And I do see you all getting, it is kind of amazing to watch how people feel like they can treat us in some cases. So can people expect to be treated with dignity? Because I feel like when you go to a court, man, the judge feel like they are the most humble people when they are running.
I agree.
And then when they turn into the judge, they be like, you better thank God that I don't take your whole entire, you be grateful to me.
Let me tell you, I say that all the time, and I had to tell somebody that when I see judges out running for retention, like the judge that told me to shut up, and they're in the black neighborhood, like, oh, I sit in this, and I'm like, yeah, you in here telling us to shut up. Tell them about how you told me, a black lawyer, in front of my client to shut up.
Next time, I'm going to need you to tell me. And then when they on their retention,
I'll send you a list.
Please send me.
It's going to be anonymous.
I wouldn't put you on blast. I mean, the story of my life is everything is anonymous. I get all my tips from anonymous. Don't tell nobody I gave it to you. I don't want to get you in no trouble.
So you got to realize something. A lot of lawyers feel the same way. And so let me tell you this about bar ratings. Everybody talks about the bar ratings. I did not sit for the bar ratings. Reason being, that judge is highly recommended and highly qualified. The judge that told me I had to continue to represent the client that threatened me is highly recommended and highly qualified by the bar associations. So I'm not sure how they do their rating, but I think that's a problem for you to tell a lawyer or any litigant at all to shut up in a courtroom during a proper objection in a hearing.
Black people have no rights that white folks are bound to respect. Let me say that again. This is not you. This is not the attorney.
It's true, though.
This is no, don't, because they're going to make, they'll make a letter. The rights of black people, there are no rights that black people have that white folks feel bound to respect. It is at their choice and at their will, not because of a demand, fear, or force. Now, let me go on. Attorney Barlow, I got to ask you the question. I got 2 questions for you, and then I want you to tell people why they should vote for you, and I want you to tell them your punch number. First question, BP1, my members are going to ask me, do you support the right of undocumented immigrants to vote in municipal elections?
So judicial candidates can't answer those sorts of questions.
Oh, you sound like old girl yesterday.
No, seriously.
Okay.
So judicial candidates can't take a political position on things like that.
Okay.
You can really only ask about our background and things like that.
Okay, so let me ask your background. No, let me think. I got to rethink that one. All right. And what's in it for the black people for if we are to elect you as an attorney?
Everything. I'm coming to the bench with a very, very diverse background. So I told you I do family law. So I deal with families all day and all night. I'm oftentimes appointed by the court to represent minor children whose families are in conflict. I do conceal carry self-defense.
Hey, I saw she do y'all heard that conceal carry self-defense. Go ahead.
Yeah, I do. So I represent you if you get into a shooting and you have insurance. So I do this through the insurance company. I'm on 24-hour rapid response team. So anytime somebody gets into a shooting and they call their insurance company or they call me, I'll come out to the scene and I represent you from the scene or from the station through charging or release. And let me give this little free information. I don't care what the circumstances were. Don't give a statement. Okay? You're not going to outsmart the police. Remain silent.
I'll be like, nah, I could talk my way out of this. I always be thinking, people always be like, ah! We'll be right back.
Okay.
Damn. We are back. I don't know if y'all saw Superman fall through the ceiling, but I'm gonna tell you. Look, the lawyer was all ready to. The lawyer was all ready. She was called. She fell all out, talking about something. Oh, my neck! I was like, if Cameron fell over there. She was like, I thought I was gonna have to pay. I was gonna get to pay for my campaign. I was like, look. She was like, see, look, here, you see, you try to do so good. She was already ready to sue me. You see, it be your own people. Riis, it be your own people. All right, y'all, we got attorney Maria Barlow, who is in the building. She saw Superman jump through. I'm telling you, they will do anything to stop the Maze Jackson show. I don't care if they mess with the lighting, they shut the cameras down. I don't even know how that happened. But I tell you what, Attorney Barlow, you have had the most action-packed show this year. I got a lot. I can't lie.
Thank you.
So what I'd like to do is have you, because we got another candidate coming in. I see you got your shirt on, got your you came prepared. I'm gonna take the little name badge off so everybody can see your information.
Yeah. So normally I'm dressed with my attorney clothes on, but I've been at the polls making sure I catch voters.
You outside? I'm telling you, everyone gonna count. Everyone gonna count. You carrying some Carrie lit out there? Oh, we got to get some Carrie.
Carrie's on a punch card with me, so I do have that out there with me.
Okay.
Yeah, we passed out a punch card, a palm card that she's on, that I'm on.
Okay, good.
In Thornton,
Send
and
me
in
one of those.
Thornton and what's the other place? The Calumet City Library.
Okay, all right. See, that's what I'm talking about. Whose palm card is that?
Tiffany.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm talking about. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. So, here we go. Attorney Barlow. Look in the camera, too. Now, be careful, because the last time you was messing with camera, too, we had issues.
That was you that did
We had issues. I ain't never had no problems like this. You
play
come
the
in
video back. Well, they are trying to block me from all candidate forums and being able to speak to voters. So,
really?
yes,
join the club.
Absolutely.
Join the club. Look, we gonna have a revolution. We're going to have a revolution. I believe that there's an opportunity for us this go round. Look, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. Attorney Maria Barlow, tell the people why you should be the next judge of the First Sub-Circuit.
So people want somebody fair. They want somebody who cares, who has compassion for people, who's going to make sure that we are all respected, make sure that we are all represented, has a unique and diverse background, and is here for the people. I am not slated by the party. I did not seek the party slating. I did not seek the party's endorsement. I do not owe them anything. The only thing I owe is what to the people. I want the people to elect me. I don't want to be appointed. I don't desire to have the party hook me up. I don't have any desire for that. I want the people to want something different. I want the people to go to the polls. I want them to go in groves. I want them to text their friends. I want them to punch 191. That's my punch number. 191.
191.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's like 911, but 191.
Okay.
So when you're in trouble, you dial 911. Because Cook County's in trouble, we need to punch 191.
Go ahead. Y'all be coming up with these little catchy punch 191. Because what did you say? What's the rhyme?
When you're in trouble, you dial 911. And since Cook County's in trouble and it's time to vote, you're going to vote 191.
Go. Look,
that's right.
You know, you let black people will make a rap.
Yes.
They will make it rhyme.
Yes.
Look, y'all, this is Attorney Maria Barlow. I don't know about their judicial qualifications. I don't know about the bar ratings, but we at BP1 and What's in It for the Black People find her highly qualified, right? So when y'all go into that polling place, remember who was here with us from the beginning. Remember who is not scared of you. Remember who, like, the people that come to our brand, come to our land, want your support, and I'm going to ask that you give it to them. Maria, I look forward to seeing you on election night. Well, I probably won't see you because you're gonna you're gonna have your own party with all 7,000 people in your family. But I look forward to you being victorious on election day and us being able to really start to plot our future forward. I think that the future is now.
Absolutely.
We have black women, black men that are running for office right now that are not the traditional party endorsed, but they are going to be at the forefront of our future. And so let's have a part in it. 191.
Yes.
Right? When you're in Cook County in trouble, you dial wait. When you're in trouble, you dial 911 because Cook County is in trouble. You dial, you punch 191. Maria Barlow, first sub-circuit.
Yes.
All right.
And let me say this because I keep seeing these comments saying I look real young. Thank you. I tell my son I'm going to be 25 next year, every year.
So can I tell you, that's the other thing. Our black don't crack.
Yeah.
It be working. Sometimes people be like, you look so young. Like, so being an attorney, saving people's lives, y'all better stop that. Yes. Let that be a blessing. Let that be a blessing to you. All right, y'all. Because y'all, what y'all do is y'all be like, you look so young, and then we got to wait till 75 to get the spot because we didn't crack. And then you be like, okay, why they talking about 50 years ago?
And you can't relate to the people. And that's another part of the problem. They can't relate to the people. Mm-hmm. That's part of the problem. You finish your career, and you should be retiring, but now you're going to start a new career on the bench. And you can't relate to the people. You trying to decide something about people's kids, and you ain't had kids in 45 years. That's a problem.
Oh, she talking to somebody.
That's a problem.
Somebody out there is getting preached to. Preacher, go on preach. Well, I can't call you preacher because you're gonna be your honor. Let me just tell you though, because we done helped some people get there. Don't be acting funny when you got your robe on and stuff.
No, I don't roll like that. That's why they like me when they come meet me at the polls, because I'm always authentically myself. So I don't talk above their head. I come, hey, what's going on? You got chicken in the bag?
Hot them out. Hot them out. All right, y'all. I gotta let you go. Maria Barlow, attorney Maria Barlow, candidate for judge in the first sub-circuit. Punch 191, Maria Barlow. Yeah. That's the fam. All right, Maria, we appreciate you. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna try to make sure no lights fall down and no Superman falls through the roof. And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk to attorney Meredith Hammer. It's Hammer time. She's also running for judge, and we're gonna talk to her too. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Reach me a quick one, and we'll be right back. It's the Maze Jackson Show.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
Promise you gon' love Chicago, it's Mike Taylor, and we'll be live Saturday, June 18th for the Black Palooza pop-up shops. And catch us at 5401 South Wentworth from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. We got DJs, vendors, live performances, including one by your boy. And we got food, drinks, and a bouncy house. So bring the shorties out. Security will be enforced, so let's have a good time. Support black businesses, you feel me? Get your tickets on Eventbrite right now. Hey, MT.
Join us on Father's Day at the Woodlawn for our 3rd annual Juneteenth Block Party. This is an all-day event that is free to the public with activities for all ages. Our festival stage features a Father's Day tournament hosted by Leon Rogers, a community talent search hosted by Trey White, spoken word with Emerald Green, comedy show hosted by Michi, the Joke Hustler, and more. Our Kids Club features live story time, basketball drills with a surprise trainer, a Juneteenth themed paint class, and more. For VIP access, vending opportunities, and our scheduled lineup, visit us at www.thewoodlawn1200.com. Be sure to also follow us on all social media platforms at The Woodlawn 1200.
Today, the Biden administration is releasing what it calls a new strategy to fight domestic terrorism. Following a 100-day review, federal officials are now laying out a new plan hoping to deter, detect, and prosecute domestic terror.
They went to the Capitol, waving their flags and looking for smoke. He was out there looking for justice. They was over there looking for votes. Ashley Babbitt was with him and told all the people that nothing could stop us. She climbed through the Capitol window, breaching security, and called her shot, bro. The media say she a veteran. They paint the picture to make her look greater, but she disrespected the same country that she served. That makes her a traitor. They was fighting police, resisting arrest. Oh God, I couldn't believe it. I guess blue lives only tend to really matter when it's convenient. Hey, these are the times we witness in history, all because they didn't get a victory. United States is so contradictory. We get equal rights, that's a mystery. Politicians, they more like magicians. You know they got tricks up their sleeve. We point out the flaws that's up in this country. You know they gon' tell us to leave. Somebody try to help me understand it. Always seems like a double standard. They be out here leaving us empty-handed to certain rights we are not granted. The media is the culprit when it comes to the comparison. Cause when it comes to race, they always changing up the narratives. Terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. And that's on the real. You know what we know, I say it's terrorism. They say you a patriot, call you a hero. I call it terrorism. We still out here trying to get our reparations, but the government pump faking out here hesitating. I'm out here trying to keep my peace, so I keep meditating. The media make us look bad, they taint our reputation. Look, it's so sad that COVID causing toe tags. You claim you so patriotic, but you ain't wearing no mask. You out here wildin' with your MAGA flags and showing your ass. You wanna be part of some type of revolution so bad. Look, you talk revolution and constitutional rights, homie. I guess we forgot about back in the days when all of the business was whites only. Yeah. George Floyd got justice. Juneteenth got much respect. They made it a national holiday. Man, it's all good, but cut the check. They giving out all of these vaccines, putting it in you like caffeine. Was it all in the part of the plan? I bet money like DraftKings. It's land of the free, home of the brave. 1776, we wasn't free till 1865, so we wasn't part of that shit. And that there's terrorism.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I am your host, Maze Jackson, and it is Friday. And you know, it's usually Tell Me Something Good. Well, right now we're going to do Tell Me Someone Good. And telling me someone good is attorney Meredith Hammer. She is a candidate for judge countywide.
Yes, sir.
Not sub-circuit, countywide. That is a big undertaking. But I got to tell y'all, once again, I was thinking yesterday when we had the candidate on yesterday, I said to myself, dang, I got to get all these other people calling. We got to make sure we get the people who was with us from the beginning, from day one. Whenever we started putting meetings together, has always asked for our support from the beginning. And one of those people who, I'll be honest with you, you know, sometimes I'll be moving pretty fast and don't slow down. But just always seemed to impress me because no matter where I went, no matter what I was doing, here she come. Hey, it's me. It's Hammer time. And, you know, I'm not going to lie, because, you know, sometimes I'll be like, during election season, a lot of judges they be doing the inside-outside game with me, right? Where, Maze, I want to be on your list, but I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want nobody to know. And every time I turned around, Attorney Hammer was sharing events, saying, let me pick up some literature. Let me go drop this off. I'm going to be here. Let me share with you. And so I felt like yesterday when we had I felt terrible. Because I was like, look, man, the people, you never forget your friends. And I would say that you don't know it very well. Politically, I consider her a political friend. An ally, someone that we as a community need to reach out and embrace. We have some unique opportunities in this election to send some statements, particularly in the space of judges, where people who know us make an assumption. They come around every once in a while. I've watched this woman work tirelessly for something that, man, I gotta be honest with you. If I was on the other side, I'd be like, why are you doing this? But obviously this commitment is real. So I want to take a moment to introduce to the What's in It for the Black People family as you get ready to go vote, candidate for countywide judge Meredith Hammer. Meredith, welcome to the Maze Jackson Show. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much.
Hey, Meredith, no thank you. I'm going to tell y'all some other stuff real quick. I ain't go too far into it. But you often find people who become allies and help you in ways that you never know. And I just want to tell y'all publicly that Meredith has been, in spite of her own challenges, and a lot of people be like, I got to worry about myself, has always been at forefront advocate for the candidate that we all care about the most. Right? So Meredith, let's do this. Let's stop, because I've been talking and I'm going to let you talk. Tell people who you are, why you're running, what you're doing, how they can find you. And I want you to look at that camera right there.
Okay.
Number 2, don't talk to me, talk to them.
Okay. I'm Meredith Hammer. I'm an attorney, an educator, an entrepreneur, and a candidate for judge for the Circuit Court of Cook County. I am running countywide. I should appear on your ballot if you live in Cook County. Punch number 187. You know, I'm told that that's the California Penal Code for what? Murder?
It's murder.
So I say I'm killing my competition.
Hey, it's murder. You gotta do the Ja Rule. Right. Murder. I do the murder. You do the killing your competition.
So in addition to that, I say remember it's Hammer time. Of course, you guys have been doing a great job of doing the. You know, that's just a funny way for me to get people to remember the name. That name is finally working for me. But I've been an attorney for over 20 years, and I have traveled a road that's a little less traveled by people look like me. I do probate work and trust and estates planning and real estate.
Oh, you deal with the money. You keep
right.
people straight, right? The you make sure that they inheritance and all they stuff.
Protecting generational wealth.
Now, do we have some?
We do, but we oftentimes don't know what that we have it. We don't think that we have the wealth. You know, real estate is an investment. It creates wealth. So I think that for me, the biggest thing has been to inform our people. You know, I'm unapologetically black, right? I believe in my community, in the black community. I'm a black woman. I don't have any children, but I am a daughter of a black man. Okay. I'm a sister of a black man. I come from a black family, good black family. I say I was well loved. Okay. So I love and care about people.
Yeah, cause you know I'm gonna be honest with you. You do come through. You be all sweet. I be wanting to be like, you always make me be like nice.
I have a great daddy.
Okay.
So I call him daddy. At 52, I'm still calling him daddy. I was in Indianapolis. You know, I come from Indianapolis.
Ah, you from the Nap?
I'm from Naptown.
Okay.
So I was in Indy on Wednesday and Thursday to visit my daddy.
Okay.
To make sure he was okay. I was just well loved, so I love people. Okay. I help all people, certainly, and I'm going to be a judge, you know, and be fair to all people. But I'm particularly partial to my community and my people.
So, and I know that as a judge, you can't really be like that. Like, you have to be impartial. But right. Tell me, how, with the impartiality that you have, do you become a servant for? Why should black people trust you?
So, you know, it's about equitable justice, you know, not just equal justice, but it's equitable. If all things were equal, you know, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Okay.
So I think as a judge, I look at all of the totality of the circumstance. I look at the facts and the circumstances surrounding every case. So, and I'll give you an example of what I mean. Sometimes it doesn't even have to be about that. We were in a meeting with some formerly incarcerated young men. Okay. It was sort of a private meeting so that we could listen. I say we, there were Maria and other black female judges. It just happened to be other black female judicial candidates. And we just wanted to listen because we want to know, you know, what's going on. We want to know about the programs that are out there. We want to know we want to know when we can provide some alternative options in sentencing, if we can, right? So one of the young men said that he was, sentenced to 10 years in prison. He served the 10 years, but he said the day that he was sentenced, his life was transformed. And it wasn't because the judge, she couldn't do anything. It happened to be a black woman. The sentencing guidelines, it was a minimum 10 years, but he said she spoke life into him that day.
Dang, they said that. Somebody said that yesterday. Was Monica at that too?
Somerville.
Oh wow! Okay,
Yeah,
so I was about to.
She knows him. She knows.
I started to talk
Monica,
smack about that story. That's too funny because she told us that story yesterday.
It was impactful. It was powerful. That was a powerful gathering for us. Like I said, it was private, and it was really nothing. It wasn't really political as much as it was. We just want to know because some of us are going to be on that bench. There were 10 of us there. We're going to be on the bench. We need to know. We need to hear those stories.
So I got to make sure that you y'all. I know it's probably too late, but you got to make sure you talk to Tyrone Muhammad.
I know him.
Okay. Y'all got to talk though, cause
I know. So here's the thing.
Okay.
I have been over there with him, and I actually talk about Tyrone. Well, I want to understand all the programs.
Okay.
Tyrone and I we go at it.
Okay.
But we have a conversation. That's the start. Is we need to be in communication.
Let me say this.
Tyrone very well.
Okay. So here's my thought. You make sure you stay talking in the mic.
Okay.
We don't want you. So let me say this. Tyrone is fam, and I think one of the things that we all have to do is figure out where our intersections. I think sometimes we want everything now. And don't understand the constraints. And some of us, hey man, my brother has a different approach.
I know.
My brother's approach is take it, break it, and then we'll fix it.
That's right.
Some of us aren't necessarily built that way, but if it's broke, we can help to fix it or come up with the game plan. What I want to make sure is that there's a dialogue between all of us so that ever there becomes an issue, we can all pick up the phone and get the network going. Judge Hammer, I'm gonna tell you. So you don't really need a lot. Let me tell y'all what. Y'all go vote for this woman. I am supporting her wholeheartedly. I'm not gonna say nothing else. Anyway, but I want y'all to make sure y'all go out. When you are going, I'm looking at the turnout, and I'm gonna tell you right now, turnout is in our benefit. Right? Because the biggest races are on the south side, whether it's Thornton Township, whether it is the first congressional race, whether it is what's going on in 18. There are some big races that are driving black turnout, which means that our judicial candidates, right, if you look at the slate by the party, it does not include us the way that it should. We got one, but we don't got the rest. And my thing is understanding that and knowing the black judges that are going to be allies of ours. Let's make sure that we support them. Meredith Hammer is our candidate.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to ask you got somebody running against you?
I have 2 people who are running against me.
Meredith.
I'm the only one that looks like me in the race.
So she can't say black. I'm going to say black. Right? Like
no, I'm black. I say black.
Okay, so
I don't like to give life to anybody else's campaign. I'm the only one in the race. But technically there are 2 other people.
So let me tell you, and I'm not giving anybody any.
Yeah.
So let me say this. A lot of times our campaigns don't get the resources, don't get the economics, aren't funded by multi-year, multi-millionaires, etc. And our black judges have to work very hard. And because of the constraints that it takes to even get your name out, what you can say, I want to make sure that you all give this sister all of your consideration. Meredith, before I let you go, I want you to look straight into camera 2, that's the blue one, and tell us why everybody should vote for you, whether it's early vote by mail, or on election day.
So vote for Meredith Hammer. If you want someone who's going to be fair, who's going to be compassionate, who's going to operate with integrity, who's going to be independent of outside influences, who's going to be about the people, supporting the people, unapologetically black, right, and about the community, remember it's Hammer time, you guys, on June 28th. I want to tell you something else a little bit. Half of the bench is not even elected. We've got this thing called associate judges, right? So when you vote for the full circuit court judges, me, right, and Maria, right, full circuit judges, we then in turn go to vote for those associate judges. So a vote for me is a vote for someone else. We want to bring others behind us, right? We want to pull other people along. So it's super important. The judges are important. We make decisions that change people's lives every day. So you guys know me. You've seen me. I've been getting out there, all in the Southlands, all on the west side, south side. I live on south side of Chicago, right? So remember, it's Hammer time. You guys go out and vote. Early voting is already started. Mail-in voting is already started. You guys need to go out and vote. Like May said, is the vote. The turnout we've hearing has been low. So Go out and vote. I want to say Happy Father's Day.
Thank you. Say it to them.
Happy Father's Day, Maze.
No, to the people. To the dads out there.
Happy Father's Day, everyone.
Thank
but
you
I
so
wanted
much.
to give you a special Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
I've heard you talk about your children. I love it. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Being a great father. I told you I have a great father. I love my daddy. Shout out to Wade Hammer, the greatest father in the world.
Oh, I'm going to take offense to that, but that's okay. No.
I mean,
I know. Everybody say that. You better say he the best. Hey,
He is
y'all.
my daddy.
Meredith Hammer, you're going to see her at all the Juneteenth events. I'm going to tell you, if you go outside anywhere this weekend, you will see her. And y'all make sure that y'all told her y'all saw her, and y'all make sure y'all deposit that vote. Be quiet, but speaking of vote, who you supporting for Cook County Assessor?
Carrie Steele.
There it is. That's what I'm talking about. All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We got to keep running them, Riis. Next up, we got my girl Jasmine Stovall, because she's going to be having an event over at TP tomorrow with BP1. It is called Blackapalooza. I hope we don't get in trouble for that. But look, y'all, we're going to talk about it in a minute. Meredith, thank you very much, and I can't wait to see you on the day with that robe on. And we want to invite to the party.
Hey, you invited.
Party.
And we're going to stay talking. I'm about the community. I'm about collaborating.
Okay.
We need to collaborate. Even those first congressional district. See, I need to know, as a judge, I need to know what's going on. I need to know what they're doing. I need to know what jobs are out there. I need to know what programs are out there.
I think all of this, and I'm going to just tell y'all black women right now have an opportunity. If y'all can get out of each other's, like if y'all could collaborate.
We've been working.
Because I'm going to tell you, the turnout is really going to come from, right now, black folks turned out, and you all could win on the South and West side. And then you're looking at it. Let's collaborate. Let's make sure. Y'all could beat the party. Y'all can beat the party and change our trajectory. Look, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show, and it's hammer time. You can't touch this. Doom, 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 doom. Okay. All right, we'll be back after these messages. It's the Maze Jackson Show.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
WIIFTPN.
My mom would say, Carrie, don't talk about it, be about it. My name is Carrie K. Still, and as president of the Water Reclamation District, I lead an agency with $1 billion budget, AAA bond rating. We've increased transparency while we've reduced our reliance on tax dollars. Now, my opponent has been all talk and broken promises. The Sun-Times said Kagi's office is riddled with mismanagement, hurting our seniors, our veterans, and our property tax bills are going to be late again. Look, we all knew 4 years ago that the Cook County property tax system was broken and needed to be reformed. And unfortunately, it still does. That's why I'm asking for your vote June 28th, punch number 112. Because I won't spend the next 4 years talking about it. I'll be about it. Vote for me, Carrie K. Still, as your next Democratic Cook County Assessor. This message has been paid for by friends of Carrie Still.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I am your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, DJ Riis the Ruler. Ruthie is outside. What's her name? Ruthie? Rudy. Hey, Rudy. Rudy sitting outside because, you know, she be moving out the way. And in the chair with me right now, sitting next to me from BP1 is, you know, she do all our youth stuff. And she got a big old event coming up tomorrow. At 5401 South Wentworth in the lot by T Pizzle, the TP. They've been putting in a lot of plans. They want to tell y'all to get your tickets, buy your tickets, get on out there. She got a big event planned for you tomorrow. They're calling it Black Palooza. Blackness on a Palooza status. Here to talk to us about it is Jasmine Stovall. And y'all know her mama, who we call Judge Stovall. Felicia Stovall, but Jasmine has been with us as part of BP1. You may have seen her in the Instagram photos of us with the meeting with Speaker Welch, as well as a variety of other places. So let me just say this. Welcome to the Maze Jackson Show. Jasmine, how you doing today?
I'm awesome.
Get into the mic.
I'm awesome.
All right. So what you got going on, Jasmine? You got tomorrow, we got a big old event over at TP. It's called Blackapalooza. Talk to me about it.
Yes.
Talk to the mic.
So tomorrow we have the Blackapalooza. It is from 1 to 6. Again, it's at TP 5401 South Wentworth. We are having a bunch of local artists come out and performing. We have a lot of vendors also coming out and performing. They also are looking for exposure. And then we have some black caterers coming out selling some food. It's kind of intimate, but not intimate. We'll see how big it turns out. But we got a good crowd so far, so we're excited. The artists are definitely excited because it's finally a time for them to, you know, get a chance to show themselves and show their talent. I also have a dope artist who is doing some artwork that she'll be selling tomorrow, so that'll be super awesome.
All right, so tomorrow, 5401 South Wentworth in the back of the parking lot, it is Blackapalooza. We are going to have vendors. We're going to have live performances. There's going to be a little food, little ain't going to be no slushies. No, Tyrone, don't be coming over there with your slushies.
We want Tyrone.
No, won't be no slushies. Got young people. I think y'all got a game truck coming?
We do have a game truck.
All right.
For sure.
So, Riis, you might be trying to play that game truck. I don't know what you shooting. You know, what games y'all got on that truck?
I think my uncle has a bunch of them.
What's the name of the company that's bringing it?
It's my uncle's company. Look,
man, you are not helping your uncle get his advertising. Well, let me tell you
Murphy something?
Nah, you wrong for that. Well, let me tell y'all what. Tomorrow, if you are in the city of Chicago, there are so many Juneteenth events. I know candidates are going to be over. Candidates, stop by. If you get a chance, this is an opportunity for us to support our young people. To give them an opportunity. And we want to encourage Jasmine and her group. You know, they have been part of our fight when we ride down to Springfield. Whenever we got something going on, Jasmine has been busy recruiting a young generation of black people. You know, you go to the BP1 meetings, and they be seniors. And they really fighting for the next generation because most of us got ours or are in the process of getting it. But we know that if we don't encourage and grow our young people, that they will not be prepared for the future. And so, Jasmine, I am super excited about tomorrow. Tell everybody one more time, what location, and what they can expect.
Perfect. One more time, it is the Blackapalooza. Tomorrow we want to bridge that gap between the older generation and the younger generation. I already gave some of my BP1 members a task to talk to 3 young people you have never met before. You might be able to gain a mentee from this event. These are super brilliant young adults that just want exposure, especially the artists. They're super dope. All of them are super dope. And the vendors, they just, you know, want an opportunity to have a safe space, you know, to learn from some powerhouses because, you know, we have a lot of powerhouses in the black community, but unfortunately we don't have a lot of mentors in the black community. So this is what I am doing on behalf of my generation, trying to get you guys to, mentor us. I call Maze my mentor all the time. So come out, support, spend a little bit of money on the youth. I know Solo Beauty will be out there as well. Shout out to Ms. Nidra. So we're super excited about tomorrow. We are very excited. I can't wait. We have a stage. We have a tent. We have a bouncy house. We do have a section for the babies if they want to do some arts and craft. We're very inclusive tomorrow. We want to be very inclusive, especially for the older generation. We have a tent for y'all because I know it might be hot. So we're ready for y'all. We're ready for everybody to come out, support, show some love. If you can't come out for the whole event, come out for at least an hour. Again, it's 5401 South Wentworth, the clubhouse. That's what I like to call it. But yeah, come out and support us really quickly tomorrow.
All right. Y'all come on by 5401 South Wentworth in the parking lot at the mall at 55th and the Dan Ryan. It is Blackapalooza. It is put on by BP1 Youth with a little aid and assist from BP1. And we hope that you all will come out and check it out. Jasmine, we're super proud of you. We appreciate what you're doing. We see you working hard and bringing your people, bringing your next generation in. And so we want to keep on supporting you. That's why we'll be there tomorrow. Blackapalooza.
And shout out to Withipa for my new business, RMS, Relentless, Melanated, and Savvy. Thank you guys for that awesome LLC that you guys have presented me with. And I love you guys. Thank you guys so much.
That is Jasmine Stovall. Y'all give her a big round of applause. We are going to continue this. We got about 15 more minutes, Riis, and then we're going to wrap this up because I got some things I need to talk about. All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Jasmine Stovall. We'll be back. We'll see her tomorrow. Blackapalooza. All right, y'all. We got just about 15 more minutes, so if y'all can bear with us, we'll try and make it happen. All right, we'll see you in a hot second. Maze Jackson Show.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Chicago, it's Mike Taylor, and we'll be live Saturday, June 18th for the Blackapalooza pop-up shops. Catch us at 5401 South Wentworth from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. We got DJs, vendors, live performances, including one by your boy. And we got food, drinks, and a bouncy house. So bring the shorties out. Security will be enforced, so let's have a good time and support black businesses, you feel me? Get your tickets on Eventbrite right now. Hey, MT.
Join us on Father's Day at the Woodlawn for our 3rd annual Juneteenth Block Party. This is an all-day event that is free to the public with activities for all ages. Our festival stage features a Father's Day tournament hosted by Leon Rogers, a community talent search hosted by Trey White, spoken word with Emerald Green, comedy show hosted by Michi, the Joke Hustler, and more. Our Kids Club features live story time, basketball drills with a surprise trainer, a Juneteenth themed paint class, and more. For VIP access, vending opportunities, and our scheduled lineup, visit us at www.thewoodlawn1200.com. Be sure to also follow us on all social media platforms at The Woodlawn 1200.
Mother, there's too many of you crying. Brother, there's far too many of you dying. You know we got to find a way to bring some love in a day. Father, we don't need to escalate. War is not the answer, 'cause only love can conquer hate. You know we got to find a way to bring some love in a day. Picket lines, picket signs, don't punish me. Brutality, talk to me so you can see what's going on, what's going on,
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show, and I got everybody working overtime because it is time to go. But we
overtime, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna
time
pay,
and a half.
I'm gonna pay you triple time.
Yes, Maze, you are the best.
Thank you.
And Ruthie,
Three
what
times-
time does your real job
3
start?
times 0.
At 9 o'clock, right, Ruthie? So you're on the actually on the clock, really.
Yeah. See, there go Riis. There go Riis. See, look, it be your own people.
So Ruthie, are
Be
you
your own
late?
people.
Are you late now from your other job?
No. She getting a pass from my other job.
Oh,
Good.
Okay, good.
See, there you go. Look, see how Riis be trying to do. See, we instigate.
Master
I be
instigator.
trying to help you out, Ruthie. You already on the clock, you know. So you get
Ruthie
paid.
know how to get the extra.
I'm trying to get some OT.
See, Ruthie
Right
look.
now.
See, look at Riis to instigate. Look at Riis instigate. That's where it all go to the left, right? It'd be like I'd be like, I'm ready to go. Oh, straight up, you told me I had to. Okay. I changed my mind. I just changed.
I be
my
on that too, though.
What?
But like that, how you just said, "Oh, you gonna? Oh,
you
I
gonna
got
tell
to?
me? Oh, I got. Oh, well, then never mind. I'll do what you tell me. All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. I am, man, I'm feeling a certain way about this election season. I do feel like people have. What is that I'm hearing? Is that the TV? Y'all had the TV on loud. I know I'm pretty fresh, but dang. It is also, there are so many Juneteenth events, and I wanted to make sure we had a chance to say Father's Day. I wanted to open up the lines if you wanted to say Happy Father's Day to anybody, or if you wanted to give anybody a shout out. Apparently the Richard Boykin campaign is saying that they do support Carrie Steele. Shout out to Harold E.K. Williams, who is on top of it. I got to see the revised palm card though, Femo, because I was looking at it and I was like, dag, y'all paid for this? Y'all ain't even give us a chance?
You know, I think it's one of those things where it's I think sometimes if you don't have resources, like you talked about earlier, like you got to go in with people. Sometimes people you going in with
said no, then you got to pick better. I think you got to look at the value of when you look at who you going with.
Resources is scarce.
Ruthie, I understand scarce resources. We got scarce resources too. We want to be on everybody. Black people. That's okay though. I be talking, then I'll be quiet again. I want to see that palm card though. I'm saying, because if they bought a black and white palm card, they could have just been like, hey, everybody put in $500. Y'all got a big old empty spot. No?
But then we talked earlier about how like when people, it's what you said, the silence versus like how the silence sometimes can work to people's benefit, but in some cases it works to people's detriment depending on the circumstances and the situation. And you saying in this case, the silence hurts us more than it helps us.
Right. Like to me, the real opportunity here is the collective voice of everybody who has been played by this system. And so if all of them, regardless of their individuals, say we're all shouting against this system, then it becomes an issue, right? Like, I don't think, especially South, that only helps to show a black coalition. Like, if you show the slate with all black people on the south side of Chicago in Thornton Township, what you think them black people gonna do? So you show them one with black people, and then you show them one with Spay Fiznitskits. They gonna go with the black people. Who got the biggest visibility? Probably the person, right? And if you be like, oh, I seen you here, and you with this, I'm gonna take some of that value add. But a case, it be black people wanting to get together. Now everybody can. How reason if Ruthie it'd be like people could call me when they want to be on, but they can't call me when the decision being made.
Ooh.
Hold on. So everybody can get a hold of me. Sign this. Take a picture here. Because some people recognize that black folks don't dislike me. I really want to show you what happened to me yesterday when I got in the Uber. I feel like I might have to play that real quick because someday, like somebody yesterday, you know how you be down and then something happens and then you be talking to somebody and they be like, hold on, let me see about it.
I'm telling you, I do. You got to stay with that fight. I can't wait for the day that we have a block. I'm just saying a block. That's an understatement. Just one block, black businesses, black businessmen, women, and then we can turn those same dollars, the liquor stores.
This was in my Uber yesterday.
The fast food restaurants, Dunkin' Donuts, whatever it is, gasoline station. Why can't we have?
I got in an Uber yesterday, and the black man that I got in the Uber was like, Maze Jackson
town, a little Italy. Why can't we have a black?
Oop, I had to stop him because then I was like, I'm going to get in trouble for that one. Because he went in. Ruthie, we could do better. Like, I just feel like black people out in the world right now want black people to be black people and stand up. I think it's outlandish. And I want y'all to be looking at every black palm card. Every single one. And I want you to ask yourself, why, if we know what's happening in the Southland, not what they telling you, but what you know, not what they say, don't believe the bill you get, or if you get the bill. When you think about, like, to me, can I tell you something? Like, with the TV commercial, I feel like everybody black they should be like, dog, that's what you're doing? Because imagine if I did TV commercials about everybody, wife and family, and the jobs that they got. Could you imagine if I went down the list of all the black folks that are supporting this dude and said, this the people you got there? Like, are y'all really allowing this dude to come the way he is? And it's cool. But just think about what you're saying to your voters. Because do you think that the black people look on the TV and be like, ooh, that's cool? No, the black people look at the TV and be like, that's not cool. He took your own institution, your own urban league, and used it to disrespect you. And that's what you got on your piece of paper? That's who you telling your black people to follow? Yes, I will, Entwa Dumela, send a textable form of the Wiftable Palm card. I'm going to do that this weekend. But I do think it's important that there's a couple things. One is Juneteenth celebrations and Father's Day. And Riis, you was wrong. Golden State, world champions. Remember that the NBA gonna make the. Okay, so I just wanted to point that out. All right, anybody want to say Happy Father's Day to their father or to their daddy? Because I know black girls be like, my daddy.
I love my daddy.
My daddy. Say Happy Father's Day to your daddy. Hey, Happy Father's Day to Ruthie daddy, because them cookies.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day. What y'all going fishing?
Actually, yes. You've been checking out some spots already, but it's a lot of moss.
What that mean? It's a lot of moss, so you can't fish through it because the fish die?
No, it's just hard to reel through it, so you got to know how to.
How do you do it? Because mine used to always get stuck.
You got to know how to, like, when you, it depends on the type of pole you got, but you got to know how to reel above it.
The water. You got to.
Yeah.
Bring it on
or you
top.
just got to know how to cast into the spots that ain't got it.
Right, but then the problem is when you're bringing it in, because if you fishing on the bottom, that weight take it all the way down. Next thing I'll be like, I got a fish. It's
yeah,
a
moss
tree.
sucks.
Yeah. All right. Anything else? Happy Father's Day. Riis, Happy Father's Day. Anybody want to say Happy Father's Day? Phone line open. Nobody want to say Happy Father's Day to their daddy. Y'all bogus. See? Y'all, I'm just saying, nobody want to say Happy Father's Day to their father. That's okay. All right. Riis, tell me something good, homie. You're back. But it was worth it.
I can't say what I want to say, but forget the Golden State Warriors and all the light-skinned people this weekend.
The gray people.
We're going to get a letter. Stop! We are going to get a letter.
From the team light skin.
No, God! You have offended the light-skinned people in the world. Which half? Oh, God, I messed it up. I'm sorry.
But nah, Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And ironically, happy birthday to my son. It's actually Juneteenth, so he turned he turned 19 on 19, so it's a golden one.
So is he? He's still walking around the house with no shirt on?
He actually went to his granddad's house. So I haven't seen him in like 2 weeks since he started working. Yeah, you know, probably went over there. Like, you know how you go over to your grandparents' house.
The grandparents' house, you can do
Don't let
anything.
you do nothing over there. You know what I'm saying? Then, like when you come home, you know, then you got to take that trash out, right?
Right.
You know,
right.
So
I'm gonna stay over there.
Yeah, at the grandparents, you know, he'd give you anything. Then he like the favorite. You know, so he's the favorite, so he's good over there. Yeah, but no, it was good. So happy birthday to my son, Rashad. Happy birthday. And on Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day to y'all.
All right, Reese, they gonna take you out, man. We got barbecue for ourselves.
Well, you know, the plan was I asked them to take me out on Father's Day because I thought I was gonna be watching the game. So now I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Now I usually to tell them to clean the house, cook me a meal, and leave.
Dang.
That's how I feel.
And leave. Thank you. I love y'all, and just come back at 10 o'clock. And it's no harm, but
I just want to be
I want peace. I
want to walk around in my drawers. I want to scratch. I want to be
That's interesting. No, I think most like do y'all would rather y'all want to do that at home. Like you don't want to go somewhere by yourself. You want to stay at home by yourself.
Yeah, it'd be too much
It's
crowded,
too
too many people there, all that.
And then going out to dinner, you know, it's like it's too much work. I would rather just not have to do anything. Like, don't bother me.
And then the next day off now is a holiday now. Oh,
it's not
man.
off. What y'all talking about? We gotta work on.
Are we working? I thought Ruthie said it was off.
I'm gonna be gone.
Oh,
where you gonna be at?
You gonna be gone? Okay.
I think we should do. I do think we should do a Juneteenth show. We could talk about it though, Reese. If y'all wake up and we on the air,
we can talk about it.
Yeah, right. Talk about it. Be about it.
Oh, every time I hear it,
I'm telling you, keep playing it. You gotta, because I'm telling you, man. Don't talk about it. Be
Listen,
about
let me say, every time I hear that, I immediately look around for a man to step with.
Ruthie, you know how to step?
No,
you be faking. Ruthie be stepping with the dudes. She be like, let me stand on your toes.
Listen, if you don't look at my feet, it look like I'm doing
right.
stuff,
I was doing that this morning
because I was feet ain't even
Give me
moving.
some, Reese. I gotta get some. You know. See, you got me.
You going too fast, Maze. You gotta slow down. You gotta slow down, Maze.
Then you gotta get the. We don't want the lights to
I'm
come
gonna
down.
say I saw nothing to fall down.
Oh my God, y'all know
your stepping is you gotta.
I can't step.
It's more like
it's just the bopping.
It looks more like you doing the electric slide a little bit.
Don't be hating on me.
I ain't a hater.
I'm a long shirt.
I'm an
I
appreciator.
feel like I'm in the old days of the white tees. Oh, in my white tee. Oh, in my white tee.
It's I bang in my white tee. I slang in my white tee. See, man, you gotta get it. You got. If you knew lyrics, Maze, you probably would not sing half the songs you sing.
I won't.
Actually went to 2 stepping classes. Can you believe that?
I said I wanted to learn how to step. I just feel like this. This is the one thing I don't want to be. I hope that y'all do not punish us for black love. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Like, we be trying to be about you, know, and then they want to punish you. Like, they like, look at these Negroes over here going to the gala and stuff. They got the nerve to put on some church clothes. I hate house music too. Martell. Straight. Jay-Z. All day. Straight R&B. Straight R&B. Straight.
Nothing kids. Nothing.
I do love R&B. I think I like R&B definitely more than I like hip hop.
Really?
Oh my God. And don't let it be like 90s. Like the best R&B in 90s, like where they had when the rappers were singers. Like the Jodeci's of the world. Like, come and talk to me. You know, I really wanna meet you. And then they got, you know, because Puffy hit the track on it. You're a hater, Ruthie. What'd you listen to? You probably Boyz II Men fan. Anyway.
It depends. I've been listening to Earth Gang. Y'all should check out Earth Gang.
Who?
Look up Earth Gang. Check
It sound like Dirty.
I think I only know like one song from Earth Gang.
Dirty.
It's a great album.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
Speaking of albums, y'all, please do me a favor this weekend. I know we got an extra day off, but do not waste your time listening to Drake album. Please save yourself time you cannot get back. Save yourself the time.
He got an album?
Exactly. Save yourself the
How
time.
long he had his Drake been in the game for 20. I mean, he could stop.
Game for like 15 years.
Damn.
Drake had some hits. He the soundtrack to a few memories.
Yeah, but
okay. So when we come back on Monday, we're gonna talk about is Chris Brown better than Michael Jackson?
What?
And what?
Somebody said that Chris Brown is better than Michael Jackson and everything.
He must be talking about physically doing harm to.
Oh no! Hold on.
That's the only thing that we can really get him the champion, but not Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, you can't dance better than Mike. He ain't singing better.
He was the originator, but I mean,
look, see,
Chris Brown is very good at dancing. Michael Jackson was good. Michael Jackson was good at dancing, but
do you see how you how you see Chris Brown is very good at Jackson? Michael Jackson was very. Do you see how you just undertone the MJ?
I'm telling you.
Did you see how you
I said we're gonna talk about this: Michael Jackson or Chris Brown?
Straight dancing?
No, all around.
And don't even pick one straight. Come on.
I mean, Michael Jackson was an originator. Like Chris Brown mimics Michael Jackson. But have y'all seen Chris Brown dance?
Yes, and I've seen Chris Brown live, and he gives a great
Chris
performance.
Brown can dance.
If you ever went to go see Chris Brown, you would be.
He danced better than he sing, in my opinion.
I watched that man. I watched them throw water on the stage.
He can break dance. He can do different styles of dance. He's very
still
flexible and athletic. He can do backflips. The man can dance.
He still ain't messing with the King of Pop. Okay.
I'm with you.
No, y'all ain't. You
but
shady.
dancing though?
You shady.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Y'all trying to say that Chris Brown is better than the originator of the moonwalk.
We talking about now.
The originator of the moonwalk. Okay, because I saw the moonwalk the first time that Mike did it.
The moonwalk was cold.
I'm just telling you. Like, that's the basis of everything else. That is. The moonwalk. Everybody be doing all this. The moonwalk.
He can play basketball better than Michael Jackson. I don't know.
You ain't see Mike used to shoot.
And I shoot my jumper.
Mike had a basketball hoop at his house at 5.
It's not a travel. It's a moonwalk. I'm still on the ground. It's not a travel. It's a moonwalk.
Jay Savvy said, I ain't never seen Michael do a backflip on stage, on beat, and continue singing. Me either. Chris Brown is his athleticism. I mean, Omarion might be touching Chris Brown with the dancing if I'm thinking about who can dance. But Chris Brown can dance.
I ain't never seen Chris Brown lean all the way to the ground, almost kissing and come back up like that.
Nah. Yes, he does that move. Yes, he does.
Because he bit it off
a string on him.
He does that move.
It was a string on him then.
Eddie, are you okay? Eddie, are you okay?
I can't believe that, Ruth. What's wrong with you, Ruthie?
I told you, all you gotta do is put it out there. You just gotta put it out there, Ruthie. Ruthie would throw any institution out. She would burn Mike down.
I'm just being honest.
You're not. I mean,
I'm being honest about dancing. I'm strictly talking about dancing.
We have to make this. Please put the poll up. We had to have a poll.
I think I say yeah.
I can't believe you.
Yeah, I think Mike better than James Brown. Mike
now,
is definitely.
You disrespectful. You disrespectful for that. No, he's not.
James Brown, only doing
See,
Michael Jackson was. Come on, man. Listen, just go watch a video with him and Janet Jackson, and then we will talk Monday. It'll be totally different now. So, okay, have you seen that video?
Of who?
But him and Janet Jackson in the black and white, and they going crazy. I think Janet Jackson probably can smoke a Chris Brown almost.
And dancing?
And have you not seen
Pleasure Principle? Oh,
now that.
Did you see I do that chant? Principle of pleasure.
It's all good though. It's all good.
Oh, principle of pleasure.
Janet can't dance.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, break.
But Ruthie, I do agree. I went to go to like the big jam, and Chris Brown was performing. And, you know, I was doing like, I don't want to go see Chris Breezy. And what happened was I couldn't leave my seat, you know, so I just sat there.
Why couldn't you leave your seat?
I forgot something that happened. It was like a long line, like everybody was like leaving. So I was like, you know what, forget it. And I was gonna wait. And as I was looking, and I was like, okay, there's a bad boy dancing. Like I'm actually going to his concert on the 4th of August. Yeah,
to see him dance or to sing. So if you going to a dance competition or you going to see a concert?
I'm going to see the performance,
hater.
but he ain't touching no mic. He ain't touching no mic. He ain't making people listen. Mike had to have an ambulance truck outside. Grown men was fainting over him. Chris Brown ain't got no grown man fainting over him. All right, grown men was passing out. He just said, "How you doing?" Hey, come on, man.
Man, do y'all remember that Pepsi commercial?
Come on.
With Michael Jackson when his head caught on fire?
But when Alfonso Ribeiro was in there too, and he was the other Mike, that Carlton. See, y'all don't even remember Carlton played Michael Jackson.
Mm-mm.
He
We
did the
probably
commercial
wasn't
for him?
born.
So they edited with him in it.
He was the kid, and he was being the baby Mike. Like Mike was the man, and he was like, "Have a Coke, have a Pepsi,
have a Pepsi." It's okay. You got
Mike
a
had
Pepsi.
problems.
He was traumatized.
He did. You ain't see him.
He wasn't. He inflicted trauma too.
Oh, it.
Mike.
So did Chris.
I know that.
Oh, did Chris inflicted some trauma too?
I think
left cross trauma.
I think
right cross trauma.
Was all them cases thrown out or settled or something? I don't think
I wasn't there.
I don't think they was. I don't think they was found.
Not guilty. Yeah. He was not guilty. He was found not guilty.
Yeah. So Jigga Kelly not guilty.
Jay didn't have nothing to do with that.
Oh, don't sound like your friend Jay-Z was caping for R. Kelly, remember?
No, he wasn't caping for
Kelly not guilty.
Then when he figured it out, he cut him up.
He was not
Kelly
guilty
not
too.
guilty.
At the time when the court came, his stuff did get thrown out. So he was not guilty.
Kelly
not guilty.
Yeah.
Right, they both got the not guilties.
Money. Which was the best? Which Best of Both Worlds was one of the most incredible albums. But
that was the worst concert ever.
Oh, the concert was worse.
Because when they beefing, they was beefing on the
The
tour.
first one on the tour, the first one.
Oh my God, yes. Me and Swill went both nights. Check this out. On the night of the so it was both at Rosemont Horizon. So they did this video where it was like, they was like they was underground and they was trying to get to the stage. You know how they be doing them videos and be in the screen and everybody like and then it's like Jay comes up and R. Kelly doesn't. And Jay is like waiting for R. Kelly. So then R. Kelly wanted to make the entrance. But he was mad because you know how Chicagoans do. Chicagoans love first of all, Chicagoans love Jay. Real talk. And so, you know, Jay did one of them 3-minute standstills and everybody just go crazy. And Kels did the 30-second standstill and I was like, man, if you don't play this music. And then it was like, Jay would be like, dun, 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 dun. And then R. Kelly would wait like 20 minutes and come out. Like, you know how you got the thing set?
Interested.
Huh? So I'm just telling you.
Jigga Kelly
not guilty.
I'm gonna have to sit Ruthie down and get her.
Ruthie gotta get Ruthie right.
In order.
So Jay-Z is let me tell you why
Let
Jay-Z bogus. Jay-Z bogus because Dame Dash did not want him to even be fooling around with R. Kelly because of the whole Aaliyah situation. Because remember, Dame Dash and Aaliyah was an item.
After Jay and Aaliyah was an item.
I know anybody talking about that. But he felt a type of way. But you know what? Jay-Z went with the money over the friendship, over the brotherhood.
And Dame stuck with it till Cam was a bust.
The lyrics to this say, Jigga Kelly not guilty. Tried to charge me, but I'm not guilty. I got all my mommies. I've got all my mommies. Underage mommies. In the
That's Jay. That's R. Kelly.
Yes, with Jay-Z on it. It's Jigga Kelly.
Because Jay-Z had a case where he was stabbing. It was stabbing
Jay-Z
stabbing
is only
Rivera.
loyal to the shmoney. And your man stabbed and made you take the rap. Come on now, we know Ether. Nas told us what happened. Why you think Jigga bought Nas off? To quiet him down.
Nas was
career was going down.
Nas was dead.
But
I'm just saying, Nas was like, first of all, so wait, after all of that, you signed to Jay. Notice Jay-Z did not sign.
He took the money.
So did the money. But you just said,
he needed the money.
But you just said that Jay-Z sold out for money. So now
he did. He sold out his man Dame Dash.
Did the same thing. He sold out
Yes,
for money.
I have no problem with that. After I ether you,
he didn't ether Jay.
He definitely Ether was.
Stop, man.
Jay won the beef.
Jay won when he did the car seat. Once he hit him with the car seat, Nas was over. Nas was over. Jay was just doing soft. He was just like Ether. Let me tell you what. Jay was like, I'm just do a track and I'm gonna play with you. Then Nas dropped Ether. I ain't gonna trip. Then we found out about Carmen in the baby seat. True that. And then after that happened, it was like brothers was like, oh Jay, that was the whole. Oh Jay, you did it like that, like you on the man's car seat, on the baby's car seat.
But yeah.
Then it was like, okay, Nas was like tapping out because you know he probably called Khalees up too. It's like, what you doing? Milkshaking in the backyard? Come on over here. And probably was like, Let me stop. I'm gonna say, Ty, handle my lightweight. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Why you got your face all twisted up? Cause you
Jigga, Kelly, not guilty. The protection of black women don't matter. When
That's
it's
not
money,
true.
when it's money.
Not for me. I told you, I was the person who told R. Kelly no more Chicago. I'm telling you. When we leave up out of here, I'm gonna show y'all something. It's the Maze Jackson Show.
Happy Juneteenth,
Juneteenth.
everybody.
Yep, happy Juneteenth. Everybody getting
Support
their
black business this weekend.
Support a bunch of black businesses this weekend. And our white people celebrating our freedom today.
Oh, we was supposed. Come on, let's not end on the white people. On the white people.
Well, we can't have a. Why can't we have a song called "What's in it for the White People"?
What you doing for Father's Day? Can we end on that? What you doing? What your fam doing for you? You getting anything? A macaroni card.
My son hit me up and was like, "What you want? What you want to do for Father's Day?" I was like, "Ain't that your job?" I said, "I want to eat, sleep, and be merry."
Married or married?
I'm already married.
So now you want to be married?
Yep. Which is sleep. Like I need to. I'm gonna probably catch up on Peaky Blinders. I'm gonna probably binge watch Peaky Blinders on Sunday. Don't forget Peaky Blinders. Y'all watch Peaky Blinders? It's a gypsy gangsters. You know I like gangster movies, but these gypsy gangsters is crazy. They put in their hats, they wear them paperboy hats, the Irish paperboy hats, but they line it with razor blades. So when they get into a fight with you, they no. They just take their hat off and they, the hat with the like them hats, they like golf hats.
That is genius.
So it's stitched in all the way around the edges, and when they take their hats off,
genius,
it slices you up, and they could put it right back on, and you'll never know.
It's like them comb knives,
or the cane knives, or the switchblade combs. Oh, not switchblade combs. All right, y'all. It is the Maze Jackson Show. I am your host, Maze Jackson. Ruthie Moore is going to hang out with her deity. She going fishing. Y'all spend the night out there?
What you mean spend the night where? Like on the boat?
Oh my gosh! No, you talking about out on the riverbank or something like that? Oh no, we don't take it that far.
I was about to say, I was like, really? I spend the night out there?
We don't take it that far.
I was like, oh, y'all some different black people, because I don't know a lot of black people that be wanting to sleep outside unless they glamping. What you?
No, I wouldn't mind. I like kind of camping, but I ain't trying to take it too far. I ain't trying to have to go to the bathroom outside and do all that stuff.
Let me tell you, if I had a tent, I'm glamping. I'm not camping. I will not. After I watched 1863 and that little girl went to go to the bathroom and the rattlesnake said,
"Oh,"
she was literally going to the bathroom and the rattlesnake. 1863 is brutal. It's like the brutality of the Western Trail, like them killing people, but how to get there. Oh God, it's close to the
Oregon
real.
Trail.
Yeah,
was it black people on the Oregon Trail?
On this one, it is. He's a Union soldier. A former Union soldier.
I remember playing that game when I was younger on the computer at school.
What?
Oregon Trail.
But I bet you when you was playing it, they wasn't telling you about all the genocide that was going on along
No, not at all. That's why I was saying, was like, what was up with that?
That was crazy. Like when you think about what they did to them peoples. Like imagine if the country had as many. What I don't think we recognize is that this country had as many Native Americans on it as we have regular people now, and they cleared it off.
What? We do know that. All you got to do is look at the names of these towns and these states. That's all you got to do, and look up the origins.
Tippecanoe and
everywhere. Chicago, Kankakee, Indiana. That's wild to think about.
Muskegon,
Pontiac. Dang.
No, it's a lot of like these were all towns and villages. They said occupy America, and they occupied their towns.
Manifest destiny.
That sounded like a good thing at one point,
right?
I mean, like when I studied it,
manifest our destiny.
I studied it, I thought, oh, manifest destiny. I used to brag about it. Then I realized that meant kill everything, kill everything, and everybody that ain't white.
Kill them all.
It's the Maze Jackson Show. Meanwhile, and then we got to deal with old Russian Shrek trying to destroy the black family.
Salk Village, good one, Martell.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I bet Joliet is something. Oh no, that's Louis.
That's
Joliet.
named after a dude, right?
Yeah, Louis Joliet. Lafayette. Oh, that's Joliet Lafayette. Yeah, I bet a lot of them places. Okefenokee.
What's that?
Tallahassee. Okefenokee Swamp, Tallahassee, Florida. Not Lynchburg, Tennessee. I wonder what that come from. How did your town get to be called Lynchburg? And then, like, I feel a certain way when Jack Daniels has Lynchburg lemonade. Have you ever seen that? Jack Daniels sells a product called Lynchburg lemonade.
Just bet they do. After they just stole the heritage from a black person.
Uncle Near's.
Get your Uncle Near's. Ooh, it's good.
They said you want to be.
Okay.
It's strong.
Sipper.
All right. See, look at me.
Look at it's good.
One picture with it.
I know. I got my like.
You got tendencies.
No, listen. The people. Has anybody ever owned or seen a Crown Royal blanket?
Yes.
No. A blanket?
Yeah.
Where?
Made out of the bags.
No, hell no.
Yes. Like, that's the type of family I come from.
Wait. Stop. I know about the purple Crown Royal bag. Is this something you order from a store?
No, you save the bags and you make blankets out of them.
Yeah, if you know how to like something.
I done had a couple of them blankets in my family.
Yeah.
I mean, and low key, like they people have been making them look very nice now because they have the different color Crown Royal bags.
Yeah, you take
wait.
Maze, I know you know. You ain't
never seen a Crown Royal
really
bag. Like, so wait, I don't even understand
them. You don't know nobody that drink Crown like that. They generally save the bags.
Save the bags.
And if you know that, like, because you know I had great aunts and stuff that sold, so you just save all the bags. Like Crown Royal was like top shelf.
Crown Royal still, I mean, black people do Crown. I mean, I've seen Crown Royal change bags. I see Crown Royal, but a blanket?
Yep. So if anybody got any extra Crown Royal bags laying around, I will take them.
You know, I think I'm gonna make me one. You know what? We'll have to make
that sounds like Nuisance in the Towel Coats.
What is that?
You don't remember Nuisance in the Towel Coats when they was making the coats on the west side out of the terry cloth towels?
Look who just said they was saving to make one.
Who?
Just look.
Okay.
You was at one time trying. What? Don't say that. Take that comment down. They gonna be like, and she be collecting.
That was the thing. Like that's a pretty, nice tradition.
They might sponsor after this. You know,
low key, they look very nice, especially because they got the gold bags. Now you could do the alternating purple and gold. Like it looks.
I really ain't getting no purple and gold.
I was just gonna say, I don't think you probably. Yeah, that's not happening.
Here y'all go.
Hey, Ruthie, what I look like with a purple and gold?
It's just a color.
Still though,
you know my bros would be like, you are.
All right, Ruthie, we're gonna make you a nice pink and
you
green.
You ain't never seen me in no pink nothing. That's different. We got historical beef. Okay.
Welcome to the club.
Okay then.
you
blue
really
and
claiming
gold.
that?
Blue and gold. Okay, blue.
All right, we get in blue and gold.
Gold.
Yep. What you gonna do now? Don't say nothing crazy because you know the SG Rose will fight.
I don't like SG Rose.
You do because you live with one.
I got them in my family. I got Aurora nieces. Like it's too much.
I was a Romeo. I didn't pay my dues though. I was gonna be Mr. Romeo, and then they was like, it's gonna cost $200. You the best. I was like, $200. You know what I have to do with $200? I could give me a Crown Royal. No, I'm just playing.
Give me a Crown Royal.
Hey, give me the bag. Give me the bag.
Hey, y'all, listen, man. If you got any Crown Royal bags, send them up here. We
send them in. We trying to
get the boss man. We got to get the boss man a Crown Royal.
We trying to get y'all right.
Well, you know, we need to do a show about all the urban things that black people have and make. Like, I want to know what else we got like out of a crown. What else do you do?
So real talk, right? Let me get serious about this. So my great aunts, we have a tradition of quilting in the family.
Okay, got it.
So that
make a lot more sense.
Okay.
It make a lot more sense than. But by the way, I was drinking enough Crown Royal to make me a bag.
But Maze, you know, like black people have a history of quilting within our culture, so that's likely why the Crown Royal bag blanket is like a poppin'est type of thing. It's like I ain't gonna call it it's just a nice, I don't want to call it a family heirloom. One more time, anybody got any extra Crown Royal bags? Sit them on in.
Do you pass it down?
We trying to get enough for a blanket, so we can gift it to somebody real special.
I'm gonna tell y'all what. I'm gonna be right up.
It's gonna be a house gift.
It will be a house gift, and Carrie will be. I'll be like, you can rock.
Finally got enough bags.
How many bags would it take? First of all, y'all drank enough to make a blanket.
I told you
Alcohol.
Grew up with famous people, alcoholics, man.
How long does a bottle of Crown
Do you
Royal
know how
last?
many grapes I done stepped on to make wine?
Really?
In real life?
Real life. I know how to make wine. This is something my family did. Like, I'm trying to tell you, man.
How long does a bottle of Crown Royal last?
It was it a gallon?
You trying to make a blanket?
That's what I say.
No,
the little small one.
No, not the small one. A fifth.
A fifth.
The one that get you a purple bag.
Like a day or two. See, the first
They got
time I ever
Apple
seen
Crown
it.
too
See,
now.
the first time I ever seen the use of a Crown Royal bag was
I thought it was the pen. I thought it was what you used to collect pennies with.
No, exactly.
And then it used to be a work bag
correct,
too.
Correct.
What you mean? It used to be a work bag.
Exactly.
And now it used to be a work sack.
Yeah, you're with me, but you're not with me. Ruthie, you see that right?
No, I'm saying a work sack. So I used to we used to throw them and it would.
Nah, the first time I ever seen one, I was at a place.
You probably at a party, and you
I
seen
was at a
somebody
party,
wearing one.
and this young lady, she had one, and what she was doing was she was, collecting her coins in the bag.
Oh, work it.
But for y'all.
I
Black
would
people
think
do anything with anything, won't they?
that's what I'm saying. I want to talk about.
You ain't supposed to throw that away.
Like I feel like that bag is too nice to throw away though. Like I feel like it's a lot of stuff that's packaging that I'd be like, I should just throw this away. But I'd be like, it's too nice to throw it away. Like the box my zipper mask came in, the way I really should throw it away. But the way it opens up and it be, I would go to Penny Carnival at camp every day, every summer, and my dad would send me with my pennies in a Crown Royal bag. This was before I carried purse, so I thought the bag was cool. You sent your kid with a Crown Royal bag?
Those were functional.
To school?
Think about if a kid showed up to school with a Crown Royal bag now.
Oh man.
Yo, you getting a letter. They knocking on your door. They knocking on your door.
They coming. Yeah, for sure.
Crown Royal bag? Hell yeah. I see a short. Ruthie, I'm gonna be thinking about you. I'm like, is she sipping Crown Royal? Did she have to go get that out the thing? You get a sip for the bag? Ruthie, I would call.
You are so funny.
I would call.
No, you wouldn't call.
Yes, I
Because
would.
you wouldn't know. Because what happens in the house, stay in the house. Remember that?
Right. But that's why I would call. I'd be like, I think they drinking in the house. They got the baby drinking.
That's the least of people's worries about what's going on in people's houses.
Really?
Yes.
Y'all, like, I gotta tell y'all.
We grew up too fast and loose. But I think that's what happens when you just when things pass down generationally and we're not conscious and aware that this is not normal. So it's a lot of behaviors I had to unnormalize. It's not normal to just wake up in the morning and drink beer. It's not normal to have a beer sitting next to you in a beer cozy and just be drinking it all day. Like, that's not normal. It's like it's something is wrong.
But if you see it every day,
But if you see it, and next thing you know, I'm waking up every day.
I'm waking up every morning.
So you gotta. That's why, like, I always wonder, like, is it nature or nurture?
I think it's a combo.
Combo pack.
It's a combo pack. I think I have seen some of the worst, and you give them the right environment, and they do great. But then there are people that have decided that even if they've got the best, that they want to be the worst. I think it's a combo. I don't think it's that simple, but that is deep.
Send me a Crown Royal bag so we can make a blanket.
Do you stuff the Crown Royal bags? Do you put like foam in them or something so that they can be puffy?
What have you? So it's like making a blanket. You got the appropriate layers. So it's a it can be a blanket or a quilt. I've seen the quilt, so they thick.
They put
like my auntie,
stuff,
they was making them high quality quilts.
Yeah, they stuffed it like the little bags and sew it up, and then connect them, man. Take the string out, or leave the string on the two end ones to make it look like.
People even make like clothing out of Crown Royal bags.
I think the most creative one I ever seen is I actually seen like somebody make it like a sleeping bag, so because how like the bag open, so it kind of looked like it with the two strings.
I seen a bathrobe with a hood on it.
Oh,
in the style like them Versace ones. It was cold. COLD, cold.
No, it wasn't.
You ain't going, huh?
No, it wasn't. It was ghetto cold.
Send all y'all bags in. We're gonna have to get.
It was urban cold.
We're gonna have to show you.
We're gonna have to get them a quilt, a blanket, and
Can you give me some car seats, some car covers?
You want some car covers? That.
I want to, maybe a steering wheel cover, a Crown Royal steering wheel cover. Y'all have got me. Okay, also, can y'all pray for me? Because I think I'm supposed to get my old school back this Saturday. I saw it yesterday. Ruthie.
It's looking good.
Oh, man. It's 67 Impala SS. 4 on the floor. Blacked out. It go like this. When you step on the gas, and then you open up the engine, and they don't even got nothing. Like with my other cars, you open up the engine, but you can't even find the engine. You open up this bad boy. Oh, and they got rid of the carburetor. So they did what my man said. So I don't gotta take the top off and take off the air filter and put no gas in the air filter. If y'all see me rolling around your neighborhood, don't carjack me.
Rolling.
They hating. We knew that dude.
Chameleonaire, right?
Chameleonaire, actually. So the guy who is the manager for Chief Keef managed him first. And I remember he brought Chameleonaire to us when we thought we was balling. And he was like, this gonna be the next. We was like,
Chameleonaire does not curse in his raps, and he's a tech entrepreneur doing very, very well in the business realm.
Well, we missed it. Me and Big Swill.
He tried to, like I heard.
He was here in Chicago. He used to live here for a minute.
And he tried to get people to invest, and they told him no.
Man, he
was ahead of his time.
Like he said, I tried to get a lot of people to invest for years, and then
I couldn't understand. Me, Mace, me, Big Swill, dog. He's sitting in the office telling us, we was like, dog, if you don't get your ass up out
ahead
of
of his time, straight up.
We was like, if you don't get your ass up out of here, we was like, Rovan, did you bring? Now we basically was like, this dude is cornball. Like, he used to ride in a Sprite truck, all type of stuff. Like, he used to actually be on that picture with Jay Ivy. And he used to actually ride out, be with the street team, the whole thing. I turned on the TV one day and was like, is that homie from the? They was like, Ro, told y'all.
They see him rolling.
They hated. I wasn't hating though. I was just like, damn.
That's how I feel about Bitcoin. My homie told me about Bitcoin when Bitcoin was like $5 and we was walking, and I was like, he talked about that every day. And one day I was like, shut up. There's no way we are going in our lifetime to digital currency and all of this. And he kept talking, and look at Bitcoin now.
But somebody just lost $60,000. Somebody's buying them at $60,000 and lost. Yeah. I'm confused about this digital currency. We got to do a show about this because I do think we got to get up on it and find out what's going on. I'm just skeptical that they can make money using computers and just be like, we just gonna run up your power bill and make us some coins.
We're gonna mine.
We're gonna mine. No, basically we're gonna steal your electricity. Like, we're mining. We've got computers that mine. Okay, what do you mean they take the power of a whole city? Okay. And just for y'all with the electric cars, Bitcoin finna make y'all joint go through the roof, just so y'all clear, because everybody gonna be making their own money. So they be like, I got gas money, let me go make some. All right, y'all. Anything else we got today since we went on the overtime show? What else you got? What you see on there?
No, I'm looking up Chameleonaire.
I was about to cheat on
and I looked up the Crown Royal blankets. They're going for about $200.
Right, but how many bags you got?
I looked it up. Minimum 50. If you want a king size, it say 200. And it's literally a question on Google. How many bags do you need to make a blanket out of Crown Royal bags?
See? So think about that. So to make a $50 blanket, a $200 blanket, you said 50 bottles times $40.
Oh, yeah, he said like
50 times 40. What's that? 2,000. So you have to spend $2,000 to get enough bags to make a blanket.
It's like recycling, like, you know how you buy.
But my question is, if you spending $2,000 on Crown Royal, cuz,
and that's your drink of choice.
Huh?
That's your drink. I know people that buy the same liquor all the time. That's like the drink of choice. So if you spend $60, $70 on a bottle of Remy, and you do that 10 times,
you got it.
That's your drink of choice. No, not necessarily. That's just your drink of choice.
Well, yeah, because it is a difference. Like, I remember the first time I had like real liquor. Like, the first time I'm a Remy guy, but the first time I had Hennessy, and I was like, well, boy, this doesn't taste like Piccadilly. Man, it was the off brand at the liquor store in Champaign. They joint said rum, whiskey. It was like Piccadilly whiskey. It was like the generic version. And I had some Hennessy, and I was like, I mean, it's a little tough, but boy, that goes down really smooth. And then I learned about the quality and caliber that everybody doesn't drink Thunderbird, right? And I feel like if I'm gonna drink something, I'm gonna drink what I want to drink.
You look like that, Ruthie. You don't know what Thunderbird is?
I can't imagine people drinking it.
Ooh, people used to drink Thunderbird like a mug. I used to get that at the liquor store. And we used to have to drink Mad Dog. We had to drink Mad Dog.
One thing my cousin drink St. Ives. I don't know how they do it.
Still? Because St. Ives, because you trying to go out.
I have tasted every flavor of MD 2020.
Okay. I drank the purple. Was our drink of torture for pledging. But, did you like it?
It wasn't bad when I was little. It tastes kind of like juice a little bit.
I'm going to fight you.
I'm just saying, protect your children. If things are normalized, it's normal.
Too busy drinking when you should have been watching Michael Jackson. That's what's wrong with you. That's why you're on the...
All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. It's Father's Day weekend. It is
Daddy weekend.
And we got Juneteenth as well. So we may be here on Monday. We may not be. It probably won't be. Even though we need to find some places to broadcast in the Southland as well. All right, y'all. This, Ruthie, it's banana. It ain't even lemon.
It smells really good, though.
Yeah. It's a banana marker.
I prefer permanent, but you know.
Y'all see they getting they crickling on in here. Y'all see they getting they crickling on in here, smelling markers.
Was crickling? I thought that was glue.
Yeah, I know bad. Yeah, I know this. You know how they be smelling.
My favorite movie.
I love crickling too. That was really a good. That was really. You don't even understand crickling.
Yes, that's my favorite
you don't
movie. I understand
crickling.
it. I understand the
You too
soundtrack.
young.
I'm a Spike Lee joint fan.
You too young. For
and I spent them
crickling.
funny looking nickels of yours too.
You still too young to understand.
I do.
You didn't grow up in the 70s.
I felt like I did. Yes, I did. I was Troy.
I'm talking about Michael Jackson ain't better than you. You missed the whole 70s.
See, breezy. All right, y'all. It is the Maze Jackson Show. I am your host, Maze Jackson, for Maze, Riis, and Ruthie. Y'all have a great Father's Day, a great Juneteenth. And every single day on this show, we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? Also, could y'all make sure y'all go out there and vote and do right? Do what y'all supposed to do. How you supposed to do it? Don't let Russian Shrek send us off. All right, so for Maze, Riis, and Ruthie, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, where every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. Maze said, we out of here. Peace. American